All right, I think we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Happy opening day. Yep, it's opening day for the Orioles. It's opening day at home for the Birds as they go ahead and get ready for the big game, of course, against the Boston Red Sox at home. Exciting day, but kind of bittersweet as the Orioles have got some bad news. We're going to talk about that in a little bit here as we get started, but good to have everybody in. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to hopefully have a good game by the Orioles. First things first, if you haven't already gone out there, be sure to go up to the top there in the chat area. There is a poll. Basically, who you got today? You got the Orioles taking home the opening day win, or are the Red Sox coming into town and spoiling it for us? But make sure you vote. That poll's going to be up throughout the course of the day. And if you are coming in here for the first time, we're glad to have you here, and hopefully we'll have a big day. Good to have everybody in here today. Pull up some chat as well. Chris is here, and Slyster's here as well. Good to have all of you in here. It's going to be a good day. Hopefully it'll be a good day for the O's. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But we'll go over pitching matchups here in a minute. We'll go over lineups as well in just a little bit as we get ready for opening day. Good to have all of you in here. Jeannie's in here as well. I got the O's, of course. Yeah, it's going to be tough today, though. I tell you, I got to be honest with you. Orioles got some bad news. Thanks for the likes, as you can see up on the screen there, the subscriber count. We're looking to pick up possibly 10 today to get to 1150, and of course, we're looking to get to 40 likes. I think we're at like 9 or 10 already, so we're glad you guys are here. Orioles, of course, yesterday were in Toronto. They had the 4-game set up in Toronto to start the season on the road. And, with Gunnar Henderson out, Grayson Rodriguez out, Andrew Kittredge out, Kyle Bradish, Tyler Wells, you name it. They had a lot of guys out. I was really hoping for a split, and that's exactly what we got. We got a split. Orioles won the first game. Toronto won the second. Orioles won the third. Toronto won the fourth. What up, G? G. Wilson, welcome in. Going to try and get some work done while watching. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I took a half a day so I could get ready for today's game. It's going to be a good one, I hope. So anyway, the Orioles did earn a split. Some good things I saw, some bad things I saw from that first 4 games. Some things that worry me, that these are the same things that we talked about and complained about last year. You're already seeing first things, this season already, and some of the things I'm seeing in at-bats, moving runners along, relying solely on long balls, just different things that I'm not seeing, that I see that I don't like. But there's also been some good. I think Tomoyuki Sagano yesterday, he was taken out of the game after 4 innings or so, but I thought he pitched well. He just had a couple bad at-bats, but he only gave up the 2 runs. I don't think he pitched bad at all. He kept the Orioles in the game. They lost 3-1. They just didn't hit. They had 9 hits. They went like 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position yesterday. It just wasn't a good day. And that's one of the things that worries me, because this is a team that last year was not good with runners in scoring position, and already this year they're off to a bad start. So you got to hope that changes and turns around. But let's get into kind of some of the bad news. It was in the 7th inning yesterday. Colton Cowser came to the plate with the Orioles behind 3-1, had a ground ball to the first baseman and raced to the bag with the pitcher to try to beat the pitcher for to be safe. When he did, he went head first into first base, hitting his left hand on the bag, and he broke, I think it was his left finger. One of his left-hand fingers is fractured. So, Colton Cowser will be out at least a minimum of 6 to 8 weeks for the Orioles. They have put him on the injured list. You can add him to the number of injured Orioles. And Dylan Carlson was called up from the minor leagues to take his spot on the roster. Not good news at all for the Orioles. Not good news at all. Mike Beachman, welcome in, bud. Good to see you. Well, it is early. Dog Training Plus, welcome in as well. It is early. I agree, Slyster. My issue is you don't want to get behind the 8 ball too early, with this. You really want these guys to hit well early and be healthy. But you're right. I mean, it is early in the season. He'll probably be back sometime in May. But it hurts. But Dog Training Plus also said it right there. Very good point. This will now give Heston Kjerstad ample opportunity for the next 6 to 8 weeks to get a lot of at-bats and to really show his worth on this team. See, here's what I feel about that with the aggressiveness. They always teach you to never dive into first base. Just don't do it. It's one game of 162. And now I'm going to lose you for 8 weeks. I like the aggressiveness too, but I also think you have to understand that save it for the next game, so to speak. I don't know. I wish he could take that back. You know, run through the bag. If he beats you, he beats you. I like the aggressiveness too, but not overly aggressive to the point that now he's gone for 8 weeks. So I get what you're saying, but you know, for me, I don't know. I'm a little bit. I wish we could get that one back. What's up, Victor? Welcome in, bud. Good to see you. Yeah, everybody, be sure to hit that like button. Gee, well, Braves are 0-4. That is squarely behind the 8. That is square. Well, you know what? It is only because for you guys, G. Wilson, I'll say this: you're in a very competitive division. You have the Mets, you have the Braves, you have the Phillies. Washington will be marginally better. So I understand what you're saying. I think the Braves are going to be fine. If you can get Ronald Acuna back, I feel you have to get him back. I think you'll be just fine. So anyway, the Orioles are down a ball player. Right now they are about ready to go ahead and do the national anthem. They've just done the introduction of the players, national anthem time, and then right after that we should come out. And we're probably going to get a late start. I think 2:37 is the start time. It's probably going to be a little bit after 2:37 before first pitch is thrown. I'd be surprised if it goes before that. So we're going to talk for a little bit. But anyway, so Colton Cowser's on the he's on the injured list for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Orioles have brought up for now Dylan Carlson. We'll see if that sticks or if maybe something else happens. Obviously, they're going to have to make a corresponding move this coming Thursday when Gunnar Henderson comes back. He's expected to come off the injured list Thursday. So when he comes off the injured list Thursday, is that going to mean Dylan Carlson goes back down? Or is it going to mean somebody else bites the bullet? We're going to find out soon enough. Kate will be welcoming. Hi, Walt. I'm an Orioles fan unless they are playing the Red Sox. Go Sox. I understand, Kay. No problem at all. Red Sox fans are always welcome here. You know, Red Sox, whoever we're playing, you're welcome here as long as you're respectful and considerate and nice about it. We can have some fun and banter back and forth. I just always say no disrespect. That's all we ask. And Kay obviously will not be like that. I know her very well. With injuries to field, we need to get Mountcastle going in the power department. Slyster, I just want Mountcastle to be consistent. That's all I'm asking of him, okay? He's got a couple hits, and the couple hits he has, he's hit the ball really, really hard. I just want him to be consistent. I don't care if he hits the ball out of the ballpark. I really don't. If Mountcastle comes in and hits 15 to 16 home runs, but bats 260 to 270 and has a nice season defensively at first base, I'll be fine with that. I really will. But if he hits 25 home runs, bats 220, and he's a one-dimensional hitter who strikes out a ton, we got enough of that on the team. We don't need more of it. But I hope you're right. I just hope he's better. That's all I'm asking of him. You know, his power numbers have consistently dropped since his rookie season. 33, 22, 18, 13 home runs. His power numbers have consistently dropped. He's got to be better this year. Same with Cedric Mullins. Mullins is going to get some time against lefties, like today. We'll go over lineups and everything in a minute. Mullins as well is going to have to learn to hit lefties. Same with Jackson Holliday. They're going to have to do better against left-handers. Mets left their bats in spring training, can't hit a lick right now. Well, again, Victor, it's early. I wouldn't be too upset. G. Wilson says, Red Sox and Braves are similar this weekend in that they left a lot of guys in scoring position with nothing to show for it. Yeah, and that's how the Orioles were, too. Be honest with you, the Orioles could have won yesterday. They could have took 3 out of 4 from Toronto. They lost 3-1. They out-hit Toronto 9-7, but they left 8 guys on. They went 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They left like 10 guys on base. It just wasn't good. I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go over the lineups for the Boston Red Sox. They have pitching today. It's going to be, who is it that's pitching for the Red Sox today? Newcomb is pitching today for the Red Sox, lefty. Batting first is Duran. Second is Rafael Devers. Third is Alex Bregman. Ref Schneider is batting fourth, followed by Trevor Story, fifth. Campbell, sixth. Gonzalez, seventh. Colton Wong, eighth. And Rafaela, ninth. No Tristan Casas in the lineup. He must be hurt. So anyway, there you go. No, that's your lineup for the Boston Red Sox. For the Orioles, Jordan Westburg at second base, batting first. We got Adley Rutschman is going to be behind the plate, batting second. Batting third in left field is Tyler O'Neill. Batting fourth at first base, Ryan Mountcastle. Batting fifth at DH is Heston Kjerstad. Kind of surprised at that. Sixth in right field is Rafael Laureano. Seventh at center field is Cedric Mullins. Eighth at third base is Ramon Arias. And ninth at shortstop is Jackson Holliday. So a couple of lefties in there. I'm actually kind of surprised Kjerstad is as high in the lineup as he is. But he is protected by righties on both sides, so we'll see how that goes. Orioles again. The other teams, the Orioles are a left-handed heavy team. They just are. A lot of the talent that they have is left-handers, and teams are gonna game plan against that. Orioles in this series against Boston, 2 of the 3 games are going to be against left-handers. Today's game with Newcomb, tomorrow against Garrett Crochet is going to be a lefty. So the Orioles are going to have to step up. Oh, Chris, dude, you're working. No big deal. Throwing out the first pitch, it was the Maryland players, University of Maryland Terps basketball teams, men and women. All right, we are. All right, first pitch is done. Introductions are done. So the Orioles should come out onto the field here, and we'll get started with opening day. Good to have everybody here. So Victor says, thoughts on the Yankees and the torpedo bats? Folks who can't hit their weight are popping home runs. Well, all right. O should have taken 3 out of 4. Yeah, I agree, Chris. Okay, Victor. So here's what I'll say about the Yankees. I have no thoughts on it. I don't care. And don't take that the wrong way. I don't mean no disrespect. Call them torpedo bat. I don't care what you call them. The bat's legal. The bat's legal. You can't have an illegal bat. These bats are measured. These bats are tested. They are measured for length, weight, width, everything. There's a certain amount of length, width, weight that these bats have to have. So as long as they're within the standards of what is allowed by Major League Baseball, it is what it is. And if that's working for them, then it's working for them. And if that's something that works and other teams aren't implementing it, then that's on them. I don't have an issue with it. Unless Major League Baseball comes back and says, no, these bats are illegal, then we've got trouble. But so far, and the other thing too, it's 3 games into the season. They've gotten off to a very good start. Okay, that's fine. 15 home runs in 3 games. Okay, that's 5 a game. That's a lot. But it's in New York, for one. And everybody knows New York's Yankee Stadium is a bandbox. For 2, they played Milwaukee. It doesn't have a very good pitching staff. I'm not that worried about that. I'm just not. I'm not gonna read into that. With the Yankees homers, remember their ballpark dimensions are a little... Yeah, exactly, Slicer. And that's my point. I don't see any issue with it, Victor. I really don't. I just... If it's working for them, and if it's something that's legal, other teams either A, don't think it's going to work for them, B, the players aren't comfortable with it, or C, just don't think it makes a difference. If it's in the Yankees' heads that it makes a difference, good for them. Aaron Judge has got 4 home runs in 3 games. Okay, Jordan Westburg's got 3 home runs in 2 games. Is he going to hit 70 home runs? I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I'm not a conspiracy theorist on a lot of things. I don't think the Yankees are going to risk their season on illegal bats. But then again, I didn't think Houston would do what they did. These standards are available across the board. Everyone can yell at. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't see it as an issue. People are going to sell it as an issue, and you're going to see it online. Oh my God, torpedo bats! What are the Yankees using? Are they legal? those YouTube guys that are doing it and people that are doing it, good for them. But it's about views. It's about clicks. It's ultimately nothing wrong with what they do. Unless, again, if they find something out and they say, yes, this is illegal, fair enough. Yeah, Victor, no, I get what you're saying, but I don't have an issue with it at all. I just don't. I don't see it as, I don't think it's a topic of discussion. What is a topic of discussion is probably in Milwaukee. They're probably discussing their pitching staff right about now and what they're going to do because they just got shelled. But anyway, we'll see. So again, the Orioles are 2-2 to start the season. Good start for them. Getting out of Toronto with a split with all the injuries that the O's have. And I'm fine with it. I definitely don't have any issues with that. I'm glad they got the split. They could have easily won 3. They could have easily won that game yesterday. You get 1 or 2 hits with runners in scoring position, and then all of a sudden, 3-1 becomes 5-3. And you possibly win that game. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Again, folks, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way, every time we go live and do these play-by-plays, you'll be here, you'll be notified, and you can come join us for some fun. And also, we do vlogs as well. Our next, as you can see right down there at the bottom here, our next broadcast is going to be Wednesday, April 2nd, 6:30. Again, right here against the Red Sox. Should be a good time. Chris, you're funny. Slicer says, I'm happy Bastier got shelled by the Yankees because he would try to clown O's and became so arrogant. Who's Bester? I can't think of who that is. Yeah, I'm not. Milwaukee, I think, is going to struggle this year. Maybe not. I mean, that division's very winnable. Yes, Chris, the old days. I remember the old days. 16 likes already. Our like goal is 40. If you haven't already hit the like button and you're coming in for the first time, good to have you here. Be sure to hit that like button. Opening week. I know there are some teams that still haven't had their opening day yet. I think right after. Oh, Nestor. Yeah, Nestor Cortez. Yeah, I get you. I know for sure the Orioles are in Kansas City Thursday because they're off tomorrow. Tuesday, Wednesday. What's tomorrow? Tuesday? Tomorrow's Tuesday, and then they got Wednesday, Thursday. So I guess Gunnar could be back for the last game of the homestand before they move to Kansas City. I hope so. That would be nice. They could use him. Again, thank you for the like. I think for the O's, the most important thing today is getting ahead in the count, get runners on base, get guys in when you have opportunities. If you have runners in scoring position, they need to do well today with runners in scoring position. Just do. Need to find ways to score runs other than the home run. Home runs are great, guys. I'm not saying I don't want the Orioles to hit home runs. I do. But they can't be one-dimensional this year. All right, Kate Povich is on the bump for the Orioles. His first opening day start. He was really good second half of the season for the Orioles. Actually, in September, he was even better. He was stellar in September. He ended the season with a 5.20 ERA, a 1.43 WHIP in 18 starts. His big thing is walks, is his command. If he can limit the walks and if he has command, he should be very, very good. He has very good stuff. He really does. He's gonna be just fine for the Orioles. He's got, he throws 6 different pitches, 4-seam, curveball, sweeper, change, sinker, and a cutter. Most of it's going to be a 4-seamer. That's what most guys throw the most is fastballs. But it's all about command with Povich. He's got to get ahead in the counts early and get these hitters on the defensive and off balance. And if he does that, he'll have a good day. All right, here we go, folks. Jarren Duran is stepping into the plate. Looks like opening day is about to get started right here. Povich is ready, and here's the first pitch. That's a ball high, ball 1. 1-0 to Jarren Duran. Duran had a nice season last year for the Red Sox. Of course, he got in trouble when he said a few things he probably shouldn't have. Next pitch, fly ball left field, hit pretty well. Left fielder's heading back. He's back on it. Tyler O'Neill's got it at the warning track, and that's the first out. 1 down. here in the first inning. Good start for Povich. 2 pitches, 1 out. Pitch, Chris, I think he pitches to around 90. I think he's going to be 90, 94, 95. He can get up to the 97 range. Here's Rafael Devers, DHing. Another lefty. First pitch to him. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. I know Devers has not been happy this year. Alex Cora, the manager for the Red Sox, decided that Alex Bregman was going to be the everyday third baseman. Well, Devers wants to play third. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball high, ball 2. So he hasn't made too much in the way of it just yet. Devers hasn't made too much of a stink, but he's not happy. All right, Victor, have a good day, bud. Povich is set. 2-0 pitch. Here it comes. Here's another curveball. Swinging a foul. 2-1. Trying to get back in the count. Rafael Devers is a .291 lifetime hitter at Oriole Park with 13 home runs. So he hits well here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball. Swing and a miss. Strike. 2-2. So he's back even in the count. That was 93 on that ball. Two pitch. Swing and a foul down the left field line. Third baseman's giving it a chase. He might have a play. No, it's into the net. Well, here's what I'll say, Chris. Devers is a little bit younger than Bregman, I agree. But Bregman is much better defensively. So I think they're really looking for the defensive side of it. Because Devers at times can be a little bit of a liability over there. And offensively, Bregman's still a pretty good hitter. So I understand. I actually agreed with the decision. It made sense to me. All right, we're going to do it again. 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swinging a foul back again. So it did make sense to me. The better defender is Bregman. And offensively, they're both going to be in the lineup. If you can make your defensive better, why wouldn't you do it? So that's how I see it. So time called by Devers. Yeah, it was more of a defensive thing. Bregman and Devers are both going to hit. Bregman's still a very good hitter. 2-2 pitch coming. High, ball 3. And that's not a knock on Devers. Devers is good at third. He's just not good as Bregman. And from time to time, Devers can have lapses at third. Bregman should be pretty solid over there. All right, full count. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back again. So Devers is staying alive. He's making Povich work. This is going to be pitch number 9. So he got Duran quickly, but he's having to work with Rafael Devers. 3-2 pitch. Curveball just outside. Good take by Rafael Devers, and that's a walk. So a man on first with 1 out. That's going to bring Bregman to the plate. So it's the first thing I said when I talked about it. I said, the important thing with Povich is limit the walks. Second batter of the game, he walks him. So here's Alex Bregman, first year with the Red Sox. Povich is set. Here's the pitch. Curveball low, ball 1. 1-0. The Orioles started the game a half an hour earlier than what they were originally going to do. They were going to start at 3:07. They started at 2:37 because there's impending rain in Baltimore. 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive. Base hit into left field. Tyler O'Neill's up with it. Oh, Devers is off the base. Are they going to get him? No, they're not. So a line drive base hit just over the outstretched jump of Jackson Holliday. And just like that, 2 men on for the Red Sox. And that's going to bring Ruffsnyder to the plate. Oof. So already Povich in trouble here in the first inning. He's going to have to limit the damage. He's got to make some good pitches to Ruffsnyder right here. 283, 11 home runs, 40 RBIs in 93 games last year for him. Here's the first pitch. Here's a curveball for a strike. 0-1. Good start. Got to get ahead in the count if you're Cade Povich. You have to get ahead in the count. Get ahead in the count, you can throw anything you want. You get behind in the count, hitters can look for certain pitches in certain areas. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back. 0-2. So quickly, Povich is ahead. 0-2 on Ruffsnyder. Ground ball right here. Could be a double play. You got to get it, though. 0-2 pitch coming. High. Ball 1. 1-2. Good take by Refsnyder right there. Ball up in your eyes like that. You see it well. You might think you can catch up to it. That's a good take because it's a ball. Kovich is set. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2. This is one of the things that frustrates me so much with the Orioles pitchers is when they get ahead in counts, they just can't put hitters away. They just can't put hitters away. And then they make bad pitches, when you're heading the count 0-2, 1-2, and then all of a sudden they 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. Only threw it 92, but it was up. And Refsnyder could not catch up to it, and that's the second out of the inning. That's going to bring Trevor Story to the plate. But the Orioles have had trouble, their pitchers, with getting guys, when they're heading the count, putting hitters away. Making that one good pitch to either, have them, hit a weak ground out or fly out or anything. But, or they just leave pitches right over the plate when you're heading the count when you don't have to throw a strike. And it's been a struggle. Here's the first pitch to him. Curveball right there, 0-1. If Povich can get the curveball over, he's going to have a good day. He really will. But he's got to get it over. Right now, he's getting some over, some aren't. He's got to be consistently getting them over. 0-1 pitch coming to Trevor Story. Here it is. Swing and a foul. 0-2. That was another curveball. And Trevor Story was out in front of it. Now, for me personally, look, you've thrown him 2 straight curveballs, so he's seen it twice. And you might say, okay, he's not going to throw it again. He's going to throw a fastball. I don't know. He might triple up here and throw another curveball. But he'll probably go. And remember, you don't have to throw a strike here. You got an 0-2 count. He might go up with a fastball. Here's the pitch. And he did. He went up with a fastball. 93 miles an hour, and it's strike 3. Swing and a miss. He did go up in the zone, just like he did with the previous hitter. 93 up in the eyes, and he couldn't catch up to it. That's your inning, folks. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. Bottom of the first inning coming up. Good job by Cade Povich right there. That was good. That's exactly what the Orioles wanted. You want to see him come into the game. Okay, a couple guys got on a walk and a base hit, but he gets out of it with strikeouts. Did what he had to do. Good job. All right, for the Orioles coming up, we've got Westberg, Rutschman, and O'Neill. Tyler O'Neill. My apologies. Westberg, Rutschman, and O'Neill. So 3 straight right-handed hitters coming up. Again, gang, good to have all of you in here. 19 likes I'm seeing on the board. We're trying to get to 40 today, so let's see if we can get there. And again, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Good to have everybody here. See all my Orioles stuff behind me. Big Orioles fan. Used to have season tickets, but not anymore. I was hoping the game would be back. Orioles need to get out. That's one thing also, too, with the Orioles that I've seen that I think over the last 23, 24, the 2 seasons they've been competitive. This is a team that seems to play better when ahead. They're not a come-from-behind type team. They're just not. They just don't seem to be a team that can come from behind very often. I don't know why. I don't see it. They just don't seem like a team that can come from behind. They haven't shown it anyway. Normally when they're behind, and that's it. All right, so Jordan Westberg stepping into the plate. Again, Westberg had yesterday off. Why, I don't know. But he was off yesterday, so he's in the lineup today. And he's ready. And here's the first pitch to him. And that's a strike, low and inside. Looked low to me, but they called it a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. .462 so far in the season. 1-1 pitch. Line drive, foul down the first base line. 1-2 now to Jordan Westberg. And Westberg's one of those guys that he will shorten up his swing when he gets to 2 strikes. But he can also hit a ball 430 feet if he has to. He's got 3 home runs on the season already. He's batting .462. He's off to a great start. 1-2 pitch. High. Curveball high. 2-2. Love seeing him work the count. Make Newcomb pitch. Make him work. Make him throw pitches. Newcomb set. So is Westberg. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. Up the middle. Base hit. That's exactly what you want out of your leadoff hitter. Nice ball. Right up the middle. He inside outs it. Takes it and drives it right up the middle. Right over the bag. A little left of the bag at second base for the leadoff hit. And that's going to bring Adley Rutschman to the plate. Real good piece of hitting. That ball did not get as inside as Newcomb wanted it. They wanted it in on the hands, and he didn't get it there. And it's a base hit. That'll bring Rutschman to the plate. .313 hitter on the season. Couple home runs himself. Newcomb set. Here's the pitch. Strike. Right there. 0-1. That's the key for any pitcher. Strike one. Get ahead. Rutsch is ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside and low. Ball 1. 1-1. 16 people watching. Good to have all of you here. If you're new here, let us know in the chat that you're new. We'd love to say hi to you. Orioles looking to get a rally going here in the first inning. Rutsch is ready. 1-1 pitch coming. Line drive. Base hit into left field for Rutschman. And just like that, the Orioles have first and second. Nobody out. That ball was in on his hands, but he was able to get the barrel to the bat and just punch it over the third baseman's head into left field for a base hit. And just like that, the Orioles have 2 runners on, nobody out. And that's going to bring Tyler O'Neill to the plate. He hit his 6th consecutive opening day home run on opening day in Toronto. Crazy, crazy, crazy. He's hitting 400, 1 home run, 4 RBIs, 1162 OPS to start the season. Going to see a heavy dose of right-handers against Newcomb today and tomorrow against Crochet. Here's the first pitch to him. High ball. Oh, no, he called it a strike. Man, that was high. But he called it a strike, so he gets the high strike there. 0-1 at O'Neill. Yep, here we go again. Runners in scoring position. How do they do with runners in scoring position? Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball, left field. It's hit well. Is it going to stay fair? No, it goes foul. 0-2 quickly on Tyler O'Neill. O'Neill is quickly in the count. 0-2. Needs a good at-bat here. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt and inside. Ball 1. 1-2. It almost hit him. $19 likes, guys. We're almost halfway to our 40 mark. Hit that like button. Welcome in. Good to have you all here. One-two pitch. High. Ball 2. 2-2. Orioles have the new left field dimensions, bringing the wall back in a little bit. 1-2 pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field. That's going to score 1 run. Jordan Westberg was running on the pitch. That's going to score a run. And just like that, 3 consecutive hits for the Orioles, and they take a 1-0 lead. It looked like Westberg was off with the pitch, and Tyler O'Neill just punches it into left field for a base hit. And the Orioles, just like that, have taken a 1-0 lead on 3 consecutive hits. Yes, Westberg was going. Wow, it almost hit him. It almost hit him. How about that? Let's do that so you guys can see the score a little bit better. So 1-0 Orioles just like that with 3 consecutive hits by the O's. That's awesome. And that's now going to bring Mountcastle to the plate. He's off to a rough start. Here's the first pitch to him. Check swing. That ball's way in the dirt, and he swings at it anyway. 0-1. Excuse me, it's such a pet peeve with me with Ryan Mountcastle. Sometimes I think he just guesses. That was clutch, Chris. And welcome in, Herschel Lenny. Good to see you. Sometimes I think Mountcastle just... sometimes I think he's just a guess hitter. I really do. I think he guesses on pitches and hopes to get it right. I don't know. I'm very frustrating. 0-1 pitch coming. Fly ball left field. That ball is down for a base hit. Another hit. That's going to score Rutschman. And that ball gets down for a hit. And just like that, Tyler O'Neill is going to second or third. And Mountie goes to second. So it's a double. And just like that, the Orioles have a 2-0 lead. Wow. That ball was... He punched it into left field. I thought Duran was going to get there, but he did not get there. And just like that, it's 2-0 Birds on 4 consecutive hits, folks. The first 4 guys have reached base all on hits. Duran could not get there. And, wow, just like that, the Orioles with a 2-0 lead. That's crazy. Pitching coach comes out. Rutsch scores easy. Good base running by both Tyler O'Neill and Mountcastle to make sure that ball got through. So 2-0 O's, just like that. And here's Heston Kjerstad with a big chance here. Big chance here. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Bad look there. Bad look there for him. I haven't updated it yet. All right, Kjerstad's up. 0-1 pitch coming. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. Still nobody out. Still nobody out, folks. One pitch, swing and a miss. 1-2, just like that. So Kjerstad's behind in the count. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's a strike 3 right there. Curveball in the inside corner. And Kjerstad was not a very good at bat at all. Hey, what's up, Kenneth? Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Herschel, we're doing good. Mr. Splash, yeah, he's there. Nice. Nice, Chris. Have fun at the Kids Run the Bases. All right, here's Ramon Laureano. Starting in right field today, getting his first start of the season for the Orioles. He's real good against lefties usually. First pitch to him. There's a ball low. 1-0. It's 2-0 Orioles. They have not updated it on the website. Don't know why. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul. Thanks for the likes, everybody. We got 15 of you in here with 20 likes. Good to see that. Be sure to hit that like button if you're just coming in. And if you are new, please consider subscribing. So a big chance here for the Orioles to put a big crooked number up on the plate. Laureano gets a base hit here. Here, let's see. 1-1 pitch. Strike right there. 1-2. So Newcomb is making some good pitches in a tough spot. And he got Kjerstad to strike out. And just like that, he's 1-2 on Laureano. Again, it's what we talked about before with the Orioles. It's a big deal getting these hits. 1-2 pitch. Swinging him. Is he out? He is out. Swinging a miss. The catcher held on to it, and just like that, back-to-back strikeouts for Newcomb. He gets Kjerstad looking, and he gets Laureano looking real bad on a swing and a miss. And just like that, the Orioles went from 2 runs in and possibly putting up a crooked number to being 1 out away from being out of this inning with just 2 runs. Here's Cedric Mullins. First pitch to him. Inside, ball 1, 1-0. Oh, that's a bummer. Looked like the Orioles were going to put up this huge, possibly crooked number right here, and just like that, they're not. 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2, 2-0. Pitch. Swing a line drive, base hit. No, let's see. Fly ball. Yes, that ball is down. It's into the right field corner. That's going to be 2 runs scored. Cedric Mullins with the big 2-out double scores 2 runs. It's into right center field, into the gap. One hops the wall. Mullins is in with the double, and just like that, the Orioles.
Runners in scoring position and 2 outs.
Whoop, I didn't mean to do that. I can't do that, but 4-0 Birds, just like that. Wow, good start for the O's. Woo. Wow, that ball got down. It one hops the wall in right center field and easily scores the 2 runners. Big 2-out runner in scoring position hit by Cedric Mullins. Here's Arias, man on second. First pitch to him. That ball was a strike on the outside corner. I wasn't sure, Dog Training Plus. It didn't look like he hit it that well. But you're right. It looked like it might have a shot. Cedric is, right now he is, 1-0 pitch swing and a foul back, 0-2. 0-2 count to Arias. Cedric is red hot right now, Kenneth. I agree 100%. 4-0 Birds. On the website there, the game day, it's not updating, guys. That's why it still shows 1-0 on your screen. It won't update. I don't know what's going on. 0-2 pitch, curveball outside, ball 1-2. So the O's get off to a really good start. It's exactly what you need if you're an Orioles fan. And if you're the Orioles, you get out to that early start, get a big lead, try to hold on to it. Here's Arias, a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. So that's it. Inning over for the Orioles, but they get 4 runs in the inning, and just like that, the Birds put a 4 spot up. 4 runs, 5 hits, a man left. We're going to head to the second inning. 4-0 Birds. Yeah, so on the screen you have the game day stuff down there in the corner here. All the game day stuff. On the Major League Baseball website, they haven't updated it. I've refreshed the screen 6 times. They're not updating it at all, and I don't know why. But I don't know if the website is down or if there's other issues. But they have not updated it at all to this point. It still shows 1-0 for game day. Huh. It's kind of updated a little bit now. It's updated a tad bit now. As you can see, it now shows 2-0. But hopefully it'll update. But anyway, good inning for the O's. Looks like quit switch hitting has worked pretty good for Mullins. Kenneth, here's what I'll say to that. I personally don't like it. I think it limits him personally. I mean, it's okay. I mean, whatever makes him happy, I guess, ultimately. But as a lefty, normally he doesn't hit well against left-handers. I think he's normally a 205 hitter against left-handed pitching. I don't like that he stopped switch hitting. I think he should have worked at it. Work hard. Get better at it. It's another aspect of your game that makes you that much more versatile and keeps you in the lineup more. I think he should have kept. I think he still should have stayed a switch hitter. But I get what you're saying. There are times when he'll have hits like that one right there, big hit against a lefty. I agree. But I liked it better when he was a switch hitter. I did. I don't know. I think he gave up on it too soon. All right, now if you're Kate Povich, this is exactly what you need right here. You've been given a 4-run lead. You need to come out and you need to give the Orioles exactly that. You need to give them a shutdown inning. And they have updated it a little bit. All right, Povich on the mound. Here's the pitch. Strike right there on the outside corner. 0-1 to Campbell. So again, if you're the Orioles, you really want Kate Povich to give you a shutdown inning right here. Let's see if he does. Here's the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1. 1-1 to Christian Campbell. 1-1 pitch. Curveball outside. Ball 2. 2-1. Oh, I guess there are aspects of it. Yeah, Kenneth, are you a lefty? 2-1 pitch. Curveball outside. Ball 3. 3-1. So he's really utilizing the curveball today. Yeah, but see, I wish it would do that for Cedric Mullins. It's not helped him at all. I mean, Mullins he did not have a very good season last year. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Fastball outside corner, 3-2. Very good. Good pitch by Povich. A get me over strike, basically. I think he hit 230 on the season, 18 home runs. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible either. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4. He walks him. So exactly what you do not want if you're the Orioles. You give your pitcher a 4 spot, and what's he do? He walks the first hitter. That brings Gonzalez to the plate. Got to keep the ball down in the zone as well. Try to induce a ground ball. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike. Romy Gonzalez, 89 games last year, 266, 6 home runs, 29 RBIs. Colton Wong is on deck. 0-1 pitch coming. Here, no, it goes over to first. Here's your first disengagement. Yeah, definitely need a double play right here if you can get it, if you're the Orioles. I mean, again, if you're Povich, you're really looking for a quick, shutdown inning, get the Orioles back in the dugout to hit again. 0-1 pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball, base hit into left field. So for the second straight inning, walk, base hit, back-to-back guys to start the inning. Povich is in trouble again. That's going to bring Colton Wong to the plate. Professional hitter, Colton Wong. Well, it's one of those things with Povich. He's like any other pitcher. You cannot continue to do this. You keep allowing runners on base. At some point, it will bite you in the butt, and it's going to come back and burn you. He cannot do this. But here's Colton Wong. Not off to a good start, 0-83. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Low and outside, but it is a strike. Just catches the zone, 0-1. Again, you're almost willing to let the guy go to third base, have a man on third if you can get the double play. Need a double play right here. 0-1 pitch. There's a curveball in the dirt. Ball 1, or sweeper in the dirt, 1-1. Yeah, he's at 31 pitches through 1 inning. 1-2 pitch, curveball, strike right there, 1-2. So quickly he's ahead again. 1-2 on a hitter here, and it's been the Achilles heels of the Orioles is being able, of pitchers anyway, putting hitters away. 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball inside, ball 2, 2-2. Yeah, Chris, you're right. I mean, he's in a lot of trouble of even getting the 5. 2-2 pitch coming. Inside corner. Strike 3 called. And Colton Wong is not happy about it. It might have been inside, but the Orioles get the call. I think the frame job right there by Adley Rutschman kind of bought us that one. So 1 down in the inning. He gets the strikeout. Now what we need, Rafaela's stepping to the plate. Nice ground ball right at somebody right here would be perfect and gets him out of the inning. But let's see. Still has to happen. Got to get Rafaela right here because we've turned the lineup over after this guy. First pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball. 0-1. His curveball's working today. A lot of movement, a lot of bite to it. And he's getting hitters to swing and miss at it. I agree, Dog Training. I agree. His fastball is good today. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on another curveball. 0-2. Now, so far his methods have been when he gets ahead 0-2, he's been going fastball up. Does he do it again here? Let's see. 0-2 pitch coming. No, he went back to the curveball. Strike 3. Swing and a miss. He tripled him up right there. 3 straight curveballs to Rafaela, and he gets him on all 3. And just like that, there's 2 outs in the inning. That's a great curveball. He was way out in front of that ball. He swung yesterday. But back to the top of the lineup, Jarren Duran. Tough hitter right here. Good hitter. This is going to be a good matchup. Lefty on lefty. First pitch outside, ball 1. Kenneth, I don't know. I'm still a firm believer in pitching. I don't know that I need guys to throw 98. I'll explain in a minute. 1-0 pitch coming. Swinging a fly ball hit really, really well. That ball is off the wall. Nobody got there. And they're just going to allow it. Oh, I'm really mad now. That's going to be a double. Easily a double. A triple for Jarren Duran. Tyler O'Neill gave up on it. He didn't even go after it. So a 2-out, 2-run double, triple for Jarren Duran. They both kind of stopped and looked at each other. Tyler O'Neill was going to play it off the wall, but I don't understand why he was going to play it off the wall. He should have went for it. He could have had that ball. The ball hit at the bottom of the wall. It wasn't high off the wall. So now a man on third. Here's Devers. First pitch to him, swing and a foul back. So now it's 4-2. And just like that, the Red Sox are back in the game. Not a very good pitch by Povich. But then again, I'm not happy with Tyler O'Neill. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Check swing. He did not go. That ball was high. 1-1. The thing about me with pitchers is this. Velocity is all fine. I think velocity is taken out of context sometimes. They're talk so much about so much spin rate. Got to have the exit velocity. Got to have, velocity on your fastball, your spin rate. All those, max effort on every pitch. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul back 1-2. I don't agree with that. Tom Glavine, Greg Maddux, guys like that throw in the low 90s. And they're Hall of Famers. Because they had command, they knew how to pitch, and they had great command and location of the pitches. Up and down, in and out. Change speeds. They knew how to pitch. Guys today don't know how to pitch. They throw. And I don't agree with that. Those guys understood counts, situations, things of that nature. I don't think guys today are ball players. I don't. I think they're pitchers. So 1-2 to Devers. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside and high. Ball 2. 2-2. Allen says it seemed like Adley's ability to frame pitches dropped off last year compared to his rookie year. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I would tend to agree with that, but I think he's better this year. He seems to be framing better. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. But see, that's a prime example right there, though, Kenneth. That's why I respectfully disagree. He just struck out Rafael Devers on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That's not overpowering stuff. But the location was up and in, and Devers couldn't get to it. So I think velocity is fine, but I've seen a lot of guys that throw 100, and they get shelled. Because first off, there's no movement on the fastball, and they can't do anything else. And they just, I don't know. I don't think velocity kills. I really don't. Aroldis Chapman, once they figured him out, it was over. Where is he now? He still pitches, but he's not. I don't know. I remember one time Brad Pennington for the Orioles. You probably remember that guy. Threw 101 miles an hour. Ken Griffey Jr. hit it 300 miles an hour out. So I think velocity is great if you have command on top of it. If you've got it, like if you have the command and you can throw 98 on the corners, or you can throw it anytime you want for a strike, I agree with you. And not only that, the other thing too, yeah, I mean, you kind of hit it, Kenneth. I don't agree with the max velocity. I mean, max effort, max velocity, max spin rate on every pitch. I don't agree with that. I think you don't have to have max effort on every single pitch. You can find, take a little off, take a, rear back, reach back when you have to. Yeah, I think so too, Chris. I remember that. Anyway, just my humble opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. I think velocity is great, but I think sometimes it's overrated. Again, I'm with you. I understand, Kenneth. I'm with you. I understand. Here's we go. Jackson Holiday, first at bat, base hit! Just like that, Jackson's up, and wow, they missed that. Holy cow, Jackson Holiday, first pitch swinging, lefty on lefty, goes the other way and hits one past the shortstop for a base hit. Really nice at bat right there by Jackson. Level swing, gets it past the shortstop into center field for a base hit. Leadoff hit for the O's. You might see Jackson go. I know the Orioles are really intent on allowing that, but with a lefty on the mound, it's going to be a little bit harder. First pitch back to Jordan Westburg is a strike, 0-1. Povich too often makes it harder than it has to be. Pitch count is at 44 after 2 innings. I agree, Sleister. Rick Davis, good to have you here. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Rick says, I struck out more batters with balls. Yeah, I agree. Well, what's the old saying? Get ahead with strikes, get them out with balls. It's true. When you're ahead in the count, you don't have to throw a strike. They'll swing. They'll be aggressive. They have to protect the plate, and they'll expand the zone. 1-1 pitch. There goes Jackson Holiday. Throw to second. Oh, they called him out, but is he? He's staying there. The Orioles are going to look at it. Let's see if he gives the twirl of the finger or if he says, yep, they're gonna challenge it. Oh, he's on the bag. I think he's safe. I don't like that Holiday slides into second base head first, though. Because you've got your body high. You want to be as low to the ground. Make them have to come down to you. When you're oh yeah, he's safe. He's safe. Unless they're saying he came off the bag. The foot was on the bag before he got there. I think he's safe. I think this gets overturned. I think there's enough there to overturn this. He's on the bag. No. Kenneth, Jackson Holiday's not going back down. Not this year. I think he's safe. Foot's on the bag. I do. I think he's safe. Yeah. Barely, but I think he's safe. I think his foot's on the bag. Yes, I think he's safe. I'm sorry. I think he's safe. Let's see what they call. Oh, Jose Ramirez sliding head first. Where was he sliding into second? Never slide into first. Oh, they called him out. I disagree with that. That's a bad call. See, they've got things to work on.
At the top of the lineup, and it's a big lost challenge in the second inning of the.
I disagree. I thought he was safe. Anyway, they called him out. He's out. Man, he looks safe to me. So, the Orioles are running themselves out of this inning, I guess. Here's Jordan Westburg. 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-1. I don't know. That's a good job. It's a good call. I think the Orioles need to be more aggressive this season. Make them make a good throw. Make them make a good throw. 3-1 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 4. Of course, now you look at it, you say to yourself, if he didn't run, you would have had first and second, nobody out. Of course, now you lose a challenge as well. That's the other issue with the Orioles is now you've lost your challenge. This early in the game, we're only in the second inning. All right, Rutschman's back up. Westburg has been on base twice now. First pitch to him, curveball, strike, 0-1. Looked low, but they called it a strike. I thought he was safe. I'm sorry, I did. 20 of you watching. Everybody be sure to vote. That poll's out there. Who do you think's got it today? Who you got? Orioles or Red Sox? 0-1 pitch. Inside. Ball 1. 1-1. No, Chris. No. Robo-umps aren't going to call that. Those kind of things should be left up to the umpire. We have the challenge system anyway. But, I guess it was close enough that they couldn't see conclusive evidence to overturn it. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right to the second baseman. Flip to the shortstop. Back to first. Double play. That's your inning. So nothing doing for the Orioles in the second. We're heading to the bottom of the second, or top of the third. 4-2 Birds. Ugh. Ugh. That was a bad inning. That was a bad inning. I still felt like I thought Jackson was safe. And I think he should run more. Good to have all of you in here. Got 18 watching right now. Appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like look, there's going to be times when they're going to make good plays and they're going to throw you out. And you know what? Fair enough. Then they do, and that's what it is. But by running, you're putting pressure on the defense to make a play. First off, the pitcher's got to make a good pitch to home plate, something that the catcher can handle. Catcher's then got to come up and make a good throw to second base. And then from there, the shortstop or second baseman, whoever's cover, has got to make the catch and make a good tag. So there's a lot of different factors for the defense that has to go well for them to get the out. And if it does, it does. Then at that point, kudos to them. Tip your cap, and it is what it is. Yeah, Kenneth, that's another thing too. But the thing here's what I'll say about that too, though. You can work on that with umpires and check swings and stuff as well. But I agree with you. There's a lot of times where you'll call a check swing and it's not a check swing, or it is a check swing and they're calling it a strike. So you're right. There's a lot of aspects to that. You're 100% correct. Where they're missing some stuff and they shouldn't be missing stuff. So, the governor of Maryland is in the booth right now. Westmore. Ugh. All right, here we go. We've got Bregman at the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. 0-1. Yeah, I think Jackson's going to be fine. Povich is set. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1. I think Jackson, personally, I thought he was safe. So I think he should be 2 for 2 on stolen bases this year. But they called him out. 1-1 pitch. Inside. Ball 2. 2-1. Right, Chris, but the issue with that is I don't know that you can get a robo-ump out there to call that. That's kind of one of those, you need an eye on that. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball down the right field line. Right fielder's coming. Still coming. Oh, and he drops it. Laureano overruns it. He gets there, and he overruns it and has to go back, and he drops it. So not only did he look bad in his first at-bat this year, then he comes in and defensively drops it. Hits it right on the heel and drops the ball. So that gives Bregman life. Let's see if the Orioles can do something, make sure he doesn't make us regret it. Povich is set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Curveball inside and low, ball 3. So he runs the count full. Man, that's a tough one right there, gang. 3-2 pitch coming. Strike 3, you're out. Yes, sir. Got him looking. Nice pitch by Povich right there. Low in the zone, but just catches the bottom of the zone. Bregman wasn't looking for it. That's strike 3. Hit that like button, guys. We are 23 likes. We're more than halfway to our goal of 40. Here's Ruff Schneider. First pitch to him is in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0. Yeah, whatever it was, Dog Training Plus, he didn't squeeze it, but didn't hurt. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike right there. Sweeper, 1-1. Good to have everybody in here. One pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. That was a changeup. One-two pitch, ground ball, foul down the first base side. I'm going to do it again, 1-2. We do, Rick. I agree 100%. It'd be nice to get Gunnar back on Wednesday. I think he's eligible Thursday to come off the IL, the injured list. So hopefully Thursday he'll get back in the lineup. Povich is set. 1-2 pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit into left field, just over Jackson Holliday's head. So that's a 1-out single for Refsnyder. Yeah, it's the injuries are really hurting the Orioles. Just as fast as you're going to get Gunnar back, now you've lost Cowser. And man, this lineup, if you could get Cowser and Gunnar back, the lineup 1-9 could be fantastic. Rick Davis says Westberg's going to homer today. I hope you're right. First pitch, swing and a foul back to Trevor Story, 0-1. Thanks, everybody, for the likes. 25 likes so far. We're on our way to the big number of 40. Good to have all of you in here. Right now, we've got 17 watching. If anybody's new here, first time in, say hi. Let me hear from you. 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1-1. Povich is set. 1-1 pitch. Curveball outside. Ball 2, 2-1. So we're only in the third inning, and he's thrown 58 pitches already. He's averaging basically 20 pitches an inning. That's way too high. He'll be at 100 by the fifth. If they even allow him to go that far. 2-1. Nope. He goes over to first, but the runner is back. At the end of the third inning, we'll do some around the baseball scores. Let you guys know what's going on around baseball. 2-1 pitch is on the way. Here it comes. Line drive, foul down the third base line. So 2-2 count on Trevor Story with 1 out and a man on first. 4-2 lead for the Birds. They got 4 in the first. Boston came back with 2 in the second. Two-two pitch. Fly ball, right field, another shallow one. And Laureano is not going to get there. Runner's going to go to third. Throw to third is not going to be in time. It gets by Arias. And that's going to allow the other runner to move up to second. That is just not good baseball, folks. Hold the runner at first. Allow him to go to third and leave the double play in order. Instead, Laureano comes in charging, throws all the way through to third base, doesn't hit the cutoff man. And that allows Trevor Story to move up to second. So now second and third, only 1 out. Base hit will score this, will tie this game up. Here's Campbell. First pitch to him. Fly ball, left field, foul. Nobody's hitting really the ball hard nobody's hitting the ball hard off of Povich, but the hits are falling. It is an error. That's going to be an error on Laureano. 0-1 pitch. Swinging a foul back, 0-2. So here we go again. You got the runner exactly where you want him. I mean, the hitter right where you want him. You got him 0-2. You got to put him away. You got to put him away here. Yes, that's an error on Laureano on the throw. Just a bad throw. Allows the runner to move up. Povich is set. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul again. We're going to do it again. 0-2. Not good for the O's, man. You get a 4-0 lead after 1 inning just like that, and you're thinking, wow, looking good. And now here we are. Oh, not good at all. about to blow this lead. Povich has got to make a pitch. Here it is. In the dirt. Ball gets away from Adley, but just not enough for anybody to move up. So we'll do it again. 1-2. Well, I'm 0-1 on the season. My first game I called the game the Orioles lost. Not yesterday's game, but the second game of the season against Toronto when they lost 8-2. So I have to try to get a win here, or I might not be calling games at all. 1-2 pitch. Line drive right at the second baseman. He's got it. Throw to first in time. That is going to score a run, though. And just like that, the Orioles trade an out for a run. Or a run for an out. And the score is now 4-3. Just like that. Not much you could do about it, though. That's going to bring Gonzalez to the plate. Again, a base hit here scores the tying run. 4-3 Orioles, top of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, right field. That ball is going to be out of play, I think. Oriano's giving it a chase, but nope, that ball's in the stands. 4-3 Orioles, folks. Lots of runs scored already. 7 runs already on the board. Cade Povich he's had the battle all day. Nothing's been easy. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. Mike Elias is right there. Find the fun, welcome in. 1-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 2, 2-1. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already hit it. I'm trying to get the 40 likes before the end of the stream today. Two 2-1 pitch. There's a strike. 2-2. It looked outside to me, but we get the call. 2-2 on Gonzalez. I think Povich needs to go back to a fastball in. He's got to make sure he gets it in. Here it comes, 2-2 pitch. It was the fastball. He did get it in, but that was a good swing by Gonzalez to just fight it off. He did. He got it in on the hands, but Gonzalez is able to get a piece of it. Keep the at-bat alive. Povich, again, he's coming up on 70 pitches through 2 2/3. 2-2 pitch. Another foul. Orioles. Povich is set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Got him. Inside corner. Yes, sir. Strike 3 looking. It looked like it might have been inside, but he's called that pitch a strike all day. That's your inning. Red Sox get another run. 4-3 Orioles. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. Orioles got to do something here, man. Want to put a couple more runs on the board. Boston's got a good offense. They'll score runs. Yep, they held the lead. I would agree. They still have the lead. Don't forget, gang, we are back Wednesday night, April 2nd. Final game of second game in the series. Because there is no game tomorrow. The Orioles have an off day after opening day just in case the game gets rained out on opening day. So, no game tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday night, April 2nd, for the Garrett Crochet, I think it's Zach Eflin matchup. And then, of course, Gunnar is eligible to come off the injured list on Thursday, so hopefully he'll be back in the lineup for Thursday night. And then I think the Orioles, if I'm not mistaken, are on the road, go to Kansas City. I think it's Kansas City. I don't remember exactly. But anyway, we'll do some score updates here in a little bit. There's only a few games going on right now. Not everybody's playing today. So we'll talk about it. Woo, Cedric Mullins t-shirt night coming up April 12th. First 15,000 fans getting a Cedric Mullins t-shirt. That's kind of cool. If you're a big Cedric Mullins fan, that might be a game to get to. All right, here we go. First pitch. No, ball. No, he called it a strike. Tyler O'Neill. Looked like it was outside, but the umpire called it a strike. 0-1 to Tyler O'Neill. He's 1 for 1 with a double. With an RBI in the first inning. Next pitch, swing and a fly ball to right field. That's going to be trouble. Is the right fielder going to get there? He is not going to get there. And that ball's going to drop for a base hit. Wow, the right fielders are really having trouble today. Just like that. Lead-off base hit for the Orioles. It was a ball inside on Tyler O'Neill. He jams him. He hits it down the right field line. And it drops in for the base hit. Very nice. Jeff Snook, welcome in. If Laureano holds that runner to first, Campbell's ball is a double play, and you get. I agree. I know it's an error. That's why I said it. I thought it was terrible. I thought it was just bad throw by him. Didn't hit the cutoff man. Didn't even give him a chance. I agree. That's a run for them that they shouldn't have. All right, here's Mountcastle. 1 for 1. First pitch to him is a ball low. 1-0. I agree 100%, Jeff. 100% agree. All about fundamentals of the game. It doesn't have to be. You can make throwing errors as well, and it's just not necessary. He's got to know not to throw that ball through. 1-0 pitch, check swing, outside. Did he go? And he did not. 2-0 on Mountcastle. You got to know right there to just throw it to second, keep the double play in order. Oh, that's right. Find the fun. Guardians aren't until 9:40. 2-0 pitch, way outside, ball 3. So you got a 3-0 count here for Mountcastle. Lefty on righty. You're winning 4-3. You got a man on first, nobody out. Are you going to allow Mountie to swing 3-0 here? I think they will. Here's the pitch. Strike right there. No, he didn't. He took. So 3-1. He's swinging now. Three-one pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just like that. And that is the talent of Ryan Mountcastle. He goes from a 3-0 count to a 3-2 count and probably will strike out on a pitch low and away. Let's see. I hope he proves me wrong. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. He walks. I got to give him credit. That was a ball outside. He looked like he wanted to swing, but he held up. So the Orioles got first and second, nobody out. Heston Kjerstad coming to the plate. Kjerstad's off to a rough start. Didn't look good his first time up. Really could use a hit here. Kind of get his what's the word I'm looking for? Some of his confidence back. He needs it. Just needs a good at bat. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope your Twins. I think they're off today. All right, so here's Kjerstad. Looked bad his first time up. Here's the pitch to him. Lefty on lefty. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. I might be the only person in Baltimore, but I actually have supreme confidence that Heston Kjerstad could be a 40 home run guy. His power, his raw power is just, it's unbelievable. 1-0 pitch coming. There's a strike. 1-1. Look, if you give him the ample at-bats and he doesn't do it, then I'll be the first person to say, look, I was wrong. He's not the player I thought he was going to be. He was a bust. But he just hasn't been given the chance. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That's a bad pitch, though. His pitch recognition right now is not good either. I don't know. I'm not happy with how Brandon Hyde is using him. So he gets his first start of the season. What's he get it? Gets it again? He gets it against a lefty? Come on. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. We're going to do it again. So he gets a start, and he gets a start against a lefty. I don't know. I think he needs to get ample at bats. Oh, that's right. They are playing. I'm sorry. I didn't see that, Jeff. To the White Sox. Oh, my. So 1-2 count on Heston. Here's the pitch. That's a ball low. No! He called it a strike. Called strike 3 on Heston Kjerstad. That ball was low. Wow. They got away with one there. I don't know. That was a ball. That was a good take by Heston. That does not look like a strike to me at all. That is way low. Oh, man. They got a gift in that one. Woo. So here's Laureano. Let's see if he can make up for his error. Cost the Orioles a run. Let's see if he can get a hit here and get us a run back. First and second still. Here's Laureano. First pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. That pitch to Heston Kjerstad was low. And it was way low. And he called it a strike. That's a bummer. All right. 1-0 count on Laureano. Here's the pitch. Ground ball is shortstop. Easy double play to second. Back to first. And there's your double play, and the inning's over. Unbelievable. Everything so far that manager Brandon Hyde has called for has not worked. Everything. He's put Jorge Mateo in the lineup. Mateo's done nothing. He's put Kjerstad in against the lefty. Bad matchup. He's done nothing. Laureano's errors cost us a run. He's done nothing. His moves so far, I hate to say it, have not been good. They have not paid off for the manager at all. That's bad. Bad baseball right now. Oh, man. Hey, Victor. Oh, I mean, sweet tarts. Haven't missed anything. All right, we're through 3 innings. Let's go around baseball. Jeff just mentioned it. Bottom of the 5th inning, White Sox with a 9-0 lead over the Twins. Bottom of the 5th inning, Kansas City with a 4-0 lead over Milwaukee. Milwaukee doesn't have a win. Top of the 3rd, Colorado and Philadelphia are scoreless. The rest of the games are this evening. And they're all on the board there, as you guys can see. Let's see, you got Texas, Cincinnati, Mets, Miami, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Washington, Toronto. All the games are later today. A lot of them will start around 6:40. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Washington, Toronto, Angels, Cardinals, Giants, Houston, Cleveland, San Diego, Detroit at Seattle, Chicago at Oakland, or the A's, and Atlanta's at the Dodgers. That should be a good series. 4-3 Birds. Povich is back out. Let's see what he can do. He's got Colton Wong, Rafaela, and back to the top of the lineup. Here's the first pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-0. Pitch in the dirt, ball 2. 2-0. You're right. The Orioles do need to win this series, Victor. You're right. Povich, 2-0 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 2-1. It's always good. I always find it important to win that first game of any series. Get out to a good start. Try to get that first win of a series. 2-1 pitch coming. There's a ball. Ball 3. 3-1 on Colton Wong. So far today, through 3 innings, 2 walks. 7 Ks for Povich. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball right back to the pitcher. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time. And that's the first out. Very good. Good start for Povich right there. That's going to bring Rafaela to the plate. Orioles looking to try to hold this lead. Need to get out of an inning here. They need to get out of this inning. First pitch. Swinging a fly ball right field. Hit pretty well, but it's going to be out of play. 0-1 to Rafaela. Milwaukee's not off their good start. They got swept by the Yankees in New York, and now in their home opener, they're down 4-0 to Kansas City. Povich is set. 0-1 pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a good curveball. 0-2. His pitch count is 79 pitches, Chris. He's going to have a quick inning if he's going to get through 5. 0-2 pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball to third base. Charged by Urias. Throw to first. Just in time. Rafaela is pretty quick. Urias got to it quick. Made a good throw. And he just beats Rafaela. So that's 2 quick outs for the Orioles. Povich is now at 80 pitches. That's going to bring Jarren Duran to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Of course, he had that 2-run triple. Here's Duran, lefty on lefty. First pitch, strike, 0-1. Yes, Victor, they did make the adjustments to Camden Yards. Yep, they brought the left field wall in a little bit, and brought it down a little bit as well. So yes, they did. 0-1 pitch, outside, ball 2 or ball 1, 1-1. Yeah, they made the changes. Hasn't really come in play. It's the first game of the year. Hasn't come in play yet at all, really. So Duran, again, good hitter. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1-2. So again, here we go. Povich has got a chance here to get out of this with relative ease of a pitch count here. Let's see if he can do it. If he can get out of this inning quickly, he could be at 83, 84 pitches and be coming out for that 5th inning at 84, 85 pitches. Let's see. 1-2 count on Duran. Got to make a really good pitch here. Duran's going to step out, I'm sure. Nope, he didn't. 1-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 2-2. Can't lose this guy. Just can't lose him. You had him 0-2. You got to put him away. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3, not even close. And see, it's so frustrating. Just something even near the plate, around the plate, and he might offer. 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Just something even relatively close to the plate. And maybe he offers at it. And maybe you get a weak ground ball somewhere. But that ball wasn't even close. So now it's a 3-2 count. And you've got to give in. You got to make a good pitch here. You can't walk him. 3-2 pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball to the second baseman. Throw to first. In time. They got him. Well, that's your inning. Thank goodness. So Povich gets out of it with relative ease. And we're going to head to the middle of the 4th. The Orioles clinging to a 4-3 lead. Daniel Berry Sports. Welcome in. Good to see you here. I hope you hit that like button for me. Good to have you here. All right, gang, so we are into the bottom of the 4th inning. Orioles clinging to that lead. Again, if you are new here, appreciate you coming in. Please hit that like button. Help us get to that 40 mark. We're getting there. We're more than halfway there. We have not gained any new subscribers today, though. I'm surprised at that. But I do appreciate all of you being here. 20 people watching right now. That's awesome. Thanks, everyone. Oh, my. What are the Orioles going to do next? Seven, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Orioles. You got Mullins, Urias, and Holiday coming up. Commercials galore. Wow. So from what I'm seeing, Jeff, I don't know if you're still in here, but from what I'm seeing so far, it looks like the White Sox are throwing a no-hitter. Oriole Park is packed with fans. Orioles need to give them something to cheer about right here. All right, here we go. Mullins, first pitch. Swing and a pop-up. First pitch swinging. Pop-up to the shortstop. Nope, second baseman. Second baseman calls it, and he's got it. That's the first out. I don't understand it. Anyway, one pitch, one out, just like that. Again, I'm very old school, folks. I'm not a big fan of the let's swing at the first pitch. I'm just not. Here's Ramon Arias, first pitch to him. Strike, right there, 0-1. I'm fine with that. Take a pitch. Make him throw at least 2 or 3 pitches to you. Here's Arias, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Sometimes I watch Arias and I'm thinking to myself, he doesn't look like he's trying. Yeah, Victor, Cam's doing good. He's fine. Doing real well. 0-2 pitch coming. Swing and a foul back. We're going to do it again. 0-2. On deck is Jackson Holiday, and then to the back to the top of the lineup for Jordan Westburg. 0-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Orioles so far have left 10 men on base. 1-2 pitch. Inside. Or outside. No, ball 2. 2-2. No, they haven't left that many on base. They can't. They certainly haven't left that many on base. I'll have to look it up in a minute. They haven't left that many on. 2-2 pitch is a fly ball. Foul down the right field line. Just foul. I don't know how many they've left on base so far, but it has not been that many. Two-two pitch. Ground ball past the diving third baseman into left field for a base hit. Arias is going to make the turn, but he's not going to go anywhere. So a one-out single for Ramon Arias just past the dive of the third baseman, and the Orioles get a one-out single. Very nice. Just past Bregman, and then the shortstop couldn't come up with it, and it goes into left field. Here's Holiday. First pitch. Curveball high, ball 1. Jackson's 1 for 1. He had a base hit his first time up and then caught stealing. One 1-0 pitch. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Throw to second for 1. Back to first, and yet another double play for the Orioles. Third double play today. Unbelievable. That's your inning. Just like that. Inning's over. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. Top of the 5th inning coming up. Wow. You know, the Orioles were one of the lowest, one of the best teams in baseball to not hit into double plays last year. They were like one of the lowest, if not the lowest. They hit into hardly any double plays last year. They've hit into 3 today. Unbelievable. Oh, my. All right, top of the 5th inning coming up. The Orioles are still clinging to the lead. All right, I'm going to run to the restroom. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. we're back. Oh, the Orioles are back. Devers is at the plate. Here we go. Lefty on lefty again. Povich is still in the game, folks. Here we go. First pitch to him. In the dirt. Ball 1. Good to have everybody in here. Great having you here. It'll be Devers, Bregman, and Rushsnyder. 2, 3, 4 hitters. Big chance here for them. Swing and a foul. 1-1. And a big inning for Povich. This is going to be his last inning no matter what. For Povich, this is it. This is going to be his last inning. He's not coming out for the 6th. So we'll see what he does through 5. He's got a 1-1 count on Rafael Devers right now, who's walked and struck out. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1-2. So here we are again. He's got a count lead here. He's got a chance. To put him away. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul. That ball is foul. They call it foul. Yeah, it hit Devers at the plate. That's going to make it a dead ball. So 1-2, we're going to do it again. Good to have everybody in here. Still 17 of you watching. Nice having everybody here. 25 likes. Well, we're on our way to the 40. We might make it. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Devers. Here it comes. Got him on the outside. Oh, he called it a ball. Woo! It looked like he caught the outside corner, but no, he called it a ball. So now it's 2-2. 2-2 pitch coming. Outside, a little bit further out that time. 3-2. Don't walk Rafael Devers, please. Oh my, here we go. Devers is set. Povich is set. 3-2 pitch. Got him. Strike 3 on the outside. Looking too. Devers. We get the call on that one. He just catches the zone and he gets the strikeout. And I think that's going to do it. Are they going to come get him right here? Yep, here comes Brandon Hyde, and that's going to do it. Cade Povich, 4 1/3 innings, folks. 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned. That's it. Povich is done for the day. 2 walks, 8 Ks. Certainly wasn't good. Wasn't terrible either. I mean, he had. Yeah, it was a good pitch, Jeff. It was definitely a good pitch, low and away. Wasn't much Devers was going to do with it. It's one of those pitches you take it and hope they call it a ball. Because if he hits it, what's he going to do? He's going to ground out weakly to the third baseman probably. So that's it. 4 1/3, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, 8 Ks. He struck out a lot of hitters. Just couldn't get the big out when he needed it. And, of course, his defense certainly didn't help him at all. Laureano making the bad throw, allowing that runner to move up. That's a big deal because what that does, just like Jeff said earlier, is if he throws to second there, if he throws behind the runner at second, you keep the runner at first. The next guy up hit a ground ball right to the second baseman. It's a double play. And they would have been out of the inning and it'd still be 4-2. So, the little things matter in baseball. They really do. Yeah, Jeff, wait, and it's the inherent issue that the Orioles have with their pitchers, period. Is efficiency is not something that the Orioles are good at when it comes to pitching. They're just not. Guys, very seldom do the Orioles throw guys into the 7th or 8th inning because they're just not efficient with their pitching. So Matt Bowman's on the mound. He's looked good so far this year for the Orioles. Right-handed pitcher. He's going to come into the game for the Orioles and hopefully give them... He's probably going to have to go a couple innings. Probably the rest of the 4th, he's probably going to have to go, or the rest of the 5th, he's going to have to go to the 6th, maybe even the 7th. If he's pitching well enough, they'll probably keep him in there for a while. Defense has been a little shaky in the first few games and some mental lapses too. Yeah, I agree. All right, here's Rushsnyder. Bowman is set. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Where are we going on Saturday? Don't know, Herschel. I don't know that we're streaming Saturday. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Bregman. I'm sorry. Alex Bregman's up. 0-1 pitch. There's a fly ball. Center field. Shallow. Here comes Mullins. Looks like he's going to get there. Yep, he's there. That's the second out. So, quick out right there by Baumann. Matt Baumann. I'm not sure how he pronounces it. But that's a quick out getting Bregman. Now Refsnyder's coming to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored and a hit. Here's the first pitch. Inside, but that's a strike. He swung. Absolutely he did. 0-1. Very good. Definitely a swing. It was a check swing, but he went. They appealed down to first. First base umpire said, yep, he went. So 0-1 pitch, 0-1 count already on Refsnyder. Here's the next pitch. Line drive, base hit, past the dive of the third baseman into left field. That's a 2-out hit for Refsnyder. That's going to bring Trevor Story to the plate. Yep, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earns, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts for Povich. Not a terrible day. Obviously, they didn't give him much length. He didn't give the Orioles length at all. But he got out of big situations, and he left with a lead. I agree. Jeff is right. He did leave with a lead. Looks like the Orioles hitting coach is out there talking to Bowman at the moment. Trevor Story's up next. I think he's out there to give Soto a chance to get warmed up, so maybe Bauman's not going to pitch a lot of innings. Because Gregory Soto is warming quickly. So this might be, let's see, who's after Story? Is Campbell? I don't know. But either way, you want to get Story here if you can get him. You really want to get Trevor Story here. Get out of this inning and get into the get to the 6th. Story is set. Baumann is set. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back. 0-1. Oh, and 1 count on Trevor Story. Baumann is set. The runner is taking his lead. He's going. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is not in time, and that's going to be a stolen base for Refsnyder. That's stolen on the pitcher. Did not hold the runner at all. He was gone on first move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps before it even gets. So now a base hit here by Trevor Story scores the run. One pitch. Swinging a foul back. 1-2. Length is what I want. I mean, yeah, Jeff, I'll take it. He left with a lead, and that's all I can ask. You know, he didn't give up 7-8 runs. He wasn't knocked out of the game early, but he's got to be more efficient. He's got to give more length. You know, he can't go 4 1/3 all the time. He's got to give length. He's got to get into the 6th inning. Or the bullpen is just going to be run down by the end of the season. 1-2 pitch coming. Outside, ball 2, 2-2. I agree with you. He kept them in the game. He got a lot of strikeouts. He didn't walk a lot of batters. He only gave up 3 runs. But, you know, to be pulled after 4 1/3, that's we need a little bit more. He's got to go at least another inning. 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Trevor Story goes down on strikes. Baumann does the job, gets out of the inning. We're going to head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Orioles coming up, and they're still holding on to that 4-3 lead. Got a national commercial, national car rental commercial. It's gotta be the dumbest commercial ever. I don't know. What do I know? Middle of the 5th, 4-3 Orioles. We've got, let's see, Holiday hit into the double play. So we got Westberg, Rutschman, and O'Neill coming up. 1, 2, 3 hitters. $16 is still in here watching. That's amazing. Thanks, gang. I appreciate that. Bottom of the 5th inning. Orioles clinging to the 4-3 lead. I guess Minnesota must have got a hit, Jeff, because it no longer says no hitter alert. So I love how they have all these new pills. Zepbound. Zepbound to help you lose weight. Of course, you can get diarrhea. You can get vomiting, delusions. You can possibly have suicidal thoughts, liver damage. But if you're okay with all that, it'll help you lose weight. I'm like, never mind. I'd rather be fat. I don't want to have all that happen to me. All these pills that they have in today's world. I know we're not talking baseball right now, but oh my God, I'm like, come on. Never understand all these different pills they have for this, that, and the other. I'm like, no thanks. I think we're way over. I think the world, especially in the U.S., we're way over medicated. Way over medicated. All right, here we go. Jordan Westberg. Yeah, and maybe death. Right, exactly, Chris. First pitch to him outside, ball 1. I'm like, no, thank you. I'll just, I'll stay fat, or no, I'll do whatever. I don't want to have side effects could include heart attack, loss of liver. But I was like, really? Jeez, never mind. All right, 1-0 pitch. Here's a strike, 1-1. So new pitcher on the mound for the Red Sox as well. Whitlock's out into the game now, and that means that Newcomb's out of the game. He pitched 4 innings, so he pitched less than Povich. Inside. Oh, he called it a strike on the inside. 1-2. Wow. The catcher was over here, had to come all the way back to over here, and it was inside, and the ump still called it a strike. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to the third base side. Charging is the third baseman. Throw to first just in time, and they got him. 1 down. Nice play by the third baseman, Bregman. That'll bring Adley Rutschman to the plate. Orioles are clinging to the lead. Boston's doing what they got to do. They're keeping the Orioles from scoring any more runs. The Orioles did this yesterday. They scored one run yesterday. They got it in the first inning, didn't score again. They got their 4 runs in the first inning today. Here we are. They haven't scored since. First pitch to Rush inside, ball 1. So they got 4 in the first, and they haven't scored since. I think they got 1 in the first yesterday and haven't scored since. 1-0 pitch. Strike right there on a slider. 1-1. Whitlock's 1-1 pitch. There's a ball low. 2-1. Rutschman looked back at the umpire as if to say, you're going to call that a strike? Don't forget, our next broadcast is April 2nd, guys. That's Wednesday night, April 2nd, 6:30 p.m. against the Red Sox. 2-1 pitch. Outside. Oh, he called that a strike. Oh, my God. That ball is outside and low. It doesn't even cut. Oh, my gosh. So instead of 3-1, it's 2-2. Terrible call by the umpire. All right, Chris, have a good day, buddy. Everybody say goodbye to Chris. 2-2 pitch. And strike 3. He swings. He checks the swing. He's out. He's got to swing at that pitch. The umpire. So 2 outs. Rutschman goes down on strikes. The umpire gave that at bat to the Red Sox right there. That's bad umpiring. So 2 down. Tyler O'Neill at the plate. As much as the Orioles looked like they were a juggernaut in the first inning, first pitch to O'Neill outside, ball 1. They look terrible since. They don't look like they can do anything right. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball into left center field. That's down for a base hit. That's going to get to the wall. Tyler O'Neill is going to make the turn. He's going to get into second. And that's a 2-out double for Tyler O'Neill. A ball in the gap. So a 2-out double for Tyler O'Neill, and that's going to bring Ryan Mountcastle to the plate. Ball right down the middle, and Tyler O'Neill did not miss it. Sorry, folks, I'm checking something on my phone while they are talking to the runner. Or talking to the pitcher. All right, so 2 guys on, or 1 guy on, 2 outs. Big hit here by Mount. He might score a run. Whitlock set. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. 1-0. 4-3 Orioles. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning, folks. Bottom of the 5th inning right here. 4-3 Birds. One-zero pitch. Inside and low, but it's called a strike again. My gracious. That umpire, that's not good calling. That's a ball. But it's called a strike. So 1-1 on Mountcastle. 1-1 pitch. Fly ball, right field, hit pretty good, but it's going to be playable for the right fielder. At the track, he's got it. That's your inning. So no runs, a hit, man left. We're heading to the 6th inning. Orioles clinging to a 4-3 lead. Ever get those feelings whenever you're watching a game, and even though your team's winning, you watch and you're thinking to yourself, it just doesn't feel good. I get those a lot whenever I'm watching the Orioles. I do. I hate to say it, but it just doesn't feel good to me. Even though they're winning, I'm just like, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's coming. I'm tired. I don't know why. So again, we are heading into the 6th inning. We were flying along for a while there. Top of the 6th. I wonder if Bauman will come back out for the 6th inning. I'm curious as to whether or not he does or not. I don't know what the Orioles are going to do. Yeah, Jeff, that's the thing that upsets me is because it totally changes the entire count. 2-0, 2-1 is such a big difference from 0-2, 1-2, 3-1. It changes the entire complexity of the at bat. It does. It makes a difference. So yeah, you really kind of are taking at bats away from people when those counts change like that. It changes the entire at bat. Yeah, Victor, probably. I'll probably get the strike to seeing O's Rays game down there. Yes, for sure. So Sir Anthony Dominguez is in the game. You talk about Jeff talked about earlier guys that can bring it. This guy can definitely throw extremely hard, but when they hit it, it goes far. Dominguez is set. Here's his first pitch. Here's a strike right there, 99 miles an hour. All right, Campbell. It's going to be Campbell, Gonzalez, and Wong. It's an easy 99 too. Here's an 0-1 pitch, outside, ball 1, 1-1. Campbell is set. Dominguez 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Check down to first. He did go. 1-2, just like that. With any pitcher, you can throw as hard as you want, but you have to have command. You think so, Slyster? See, I don't see that. I know they didn't have good springs, but I think they're going to be all right. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. So 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Strike 3. He's been calling that a strike all day. That's right, Jeff. That was Kenneth that said that. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yep, that was a great pitch right there. Low in the zone. It's probably a ball, but to the umpire's credit, he has been calling the low strike all day. And he called it right there. That's strike 3 on Campbell. He's been calling the low strike all day. Yeah, Jeff, you're right. That was Kenneth that said that. I apologize. So here's Gonzalez. First pitch, ground ball, foul. Yeah, look, if you can throw hard, that's fine. Like Pedro Martinez could throw hard, but he also had elite command and could put it wherever he wanted. And he also knew how to change speeds. As great as his fastball was, I still think the best pitch Pedro threw was his changeup. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Inside, ball 1, 1-1. It almost hits the runner, or the hitter. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're throwers. They're not pitchers. I want guys that can pitch. These are professional Major League Baseball hitters. They can hit 105 miles an hour. They'll time it. They'll get it. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice sweeper right there. Changed speed on him. Had him way out in front of that one. 1-2 count right here. One, two. Ooh. Adley can't handle his stuff. 2-2. That's a ball. So 2-2 count on Gonzalez. You really want to get this guy right here. 2-2 pitch coming. Swinging a foul straight back. Folks, if you're coming in for the first time, be sure to hit that like button. We're trying to get to 40 likes. There's a like. Thank you. 26. 2-2 pitch coming. He's out. Oh, he's been calling that a strike all day. And he called it a ball that time. So ball 3, 3-2. That's a strike anyway. It catches the corner of the zone. So full count to Gonzalez. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul. He breaks his bat too. Brandon Hyde is not happy. He is not happy with the umpire right now. So Gonzalez is back in there. Dominguez is set. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball hit shallow. Here comes Laureano, and he's going to get there. A running catch by Ramon Laureano. At first, I thought it was going to be Mullins. Mullins kind of gave up on it, and from right field comes Laureano for the second out. So 2 down. Sorry for the call on that. I got a little confused on who was going to get to that ball. But it is Laureano. He gets there, and now we have 2 outs in the inning. Just like that, 2 quick outs for Dominguez. Let's see if he can get out of it. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike to Colton Wong. 0-1. Do you think we'll see the ABS system in place for next season? Yeah, I do, Victor. I think there's a lot of talk that they want to have it for next year. 0-1 pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-1. Good evening, everybody. At work, can't tag everyone's swing, batter, swing. What's up, Timothy? Timothy Rainwater. It's good to see you, bud. Be sure to hit that like button for me, Tim, before you head out. Hope you're doing good. Hope you and the family are well. So 1-1 count right now on Colton Wong. Really want to get this guy. 1-1 pitch. Line drive. Caught by the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. And that's your inning. Another broken bat. And that's it, guys. 3 up, 3 down. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. Orioles still holding on to that 4-3 lead. And that's actually big for the Orioles, too, because that means that for Boston, they're going to have their number 9 hitter leading off the 7th inning. Now, I get it. The lineup will turn around from there, but you'd rather have your number 9 guy leading off the 7th. So that's good news. Richard, the legend. What's up, Richard? Welcome in. Our Johns is here, everybody. Middle of the 6th. Kerstad, Laureano, and Mullins coming up for the O's. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a righty on the mound. If it's a righty on the mound coming out, which I don't think it'll be, I think they'll probably have a lefty come out. If I'm Boston, I'm probably bringing a left-hander into the game because Kerstad and Mullins are 2 of the lefties that are coming up for the Orioles. So it'll probably be a right-hander for the Red Sox. But if it is a left-hander for the Red Sox, then I pinch hit Carlson for Laureano so that I can get 3 left-handed hitters in there. Jeff, here's what I'll say about the lockout and the collective bargaining agreement. I know that there's been talk of a possible salary cap that owners wanted. I just don't see it happening. I just don't think. I think the Major League Baseball Player Association is the best in the world. I think it's the strongest in the world. They are united. They really are. I don't think the owners are going to push for salary cap. I think an agreement's going to get done. It may only be a 3-year agreement or something like that, but I don't see them having another work stoppage. They can't afford that. All right, here is Kerstad. First pitch to him is a strike. 0-1. So he's had 2 bad at-bats so far today. He hasn't looked good on either one of them. Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, ball 1, 1-1. It is a righty on the mound, and I do think you'll see Dylan Carlson. And yep, I'm right. He is. He's on deck. So Carlson's going to come out and hit for Laureano. Makes sense. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Third baseman looks like he's got it. He's heading backwards, and he does, and that's the first out. So Kerstad 0 for 3 today. Excuse me. And that's going to bring Dylan Carlson to the plate. First major league at bat with the Orioles.
First inning, and of course the Red Sox, we talked about their bullpen. It's
right now the Red Sox pitching coach is out talking to the pitcher. I don't know if he's out there talking to the pitcher just to get. Nope, doesn't look like anybody's warming in the bullpen for the Red Sox. Oh, yeah, no, that's the catcher. Nope, nobody warming in the bullpen for either team. So Whitlock's going to face Dylan Carlson, getting his first Major League at-bat with the Orioles on opening day. See what he does. First pitch. Strike right there, 0-1. He's a .209 hitter last year, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs in 96 games. So, not great numbers. 0-1 pitch in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-1. The Orioles having Gunnar out, having Colton Cowser out. This lineup looks totally different. It doesn't look as complete, as stacked as it would if you had both Gunnar and Cowser in there. There are holes in this lineup. 1-1 pitch. That ball is low, and he calls it a strike again. Holy cow, this umpire is unbelievable today. That ball is that much off the plate. Low. And he calls it a strike. 1-2. It's got the plate. I understand that, but it's low. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 2. 2-2. That's not a strike. Two pitch is a ground ball foul down the first base side. We're going to do it again. 4-3 Orioles, everybody. They are clinging to the lead. I don't know if they're going to hold it, but we're going to hope they do. Swing and a miss. He got him. Strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. Whew, man, the Orioles have just stopped hitting, folks. My gracious me. All right, Cedric Mullins coming to the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. He had the 2-run double. First pitch to him, swinging a ground ball to the first baseman. Pitcher's going to cover. He's going to tag the bag, and just like that, 1 pitch, and that's an out. So that's the second time now Cedric Mullins has come up to the plate, and both times he's done it, he swung at the first pitch, and he's gotten out on the first pitch. That's your inning, guys. No runs, no hits, no errors. Top of the 7th inning coming up. Orioles still clinging to the 4-3 lead. Unbelievable. Bad at bat after bad at bat. Yes, that's how he got hurt, Jeff. Just like that. Again, just not smart baseball. You know, it just run through the bag. They always tell you never dive into first base to start. And it's, now you're out 8 weeks at least. You're out 6 to 8 weeks at least. It's not smart. I get it. It's a hustle play. But let's I don't know. Think about it. All right, so here we go. So we're heading to the 7th inning. Still really tight game. Again, 4 runs in the first inning for the Orioles, and they've done nothing since. Just like yesterday in Toronto, they got the first run, or the 1 run they would score in the first inning yesterday and did not score again. And today they get 4 in the first and have not scored again, at least to this point. 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Red Sox. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Orioles. Keegan Aikens in the game. First pitch, right there for a strike. 0-1 to Rafaela. So it'll be Rafaela, Duran, and Devers in the 7th inning. And this is kind of the big inning because this could be it for the Red Sox. Their big hitters coming up. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball right field. Hit well. Looks like Laureano's going to get there, and he is. And just short of the track, he catches it, and just like that, 1 down. Back to the top of the lineup for Jarren Duran. Good to have everybody still in here. Nice to see the likes going up to 27. Even if we don't make 40, that's fine. It'd be great if we at least got to 30. All right, so here's Duran, lefty on lefty again. First pitch. Strike right there. Bottom of the zone, but it's a strike. It's been a call. He's called it a strike all day. I'll give the ump that. Duran is set behind the count. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just like that. So Aiken very quickly has gotten ahead. 0-2. Rafael Devers is on deck. Another lefty. This is a big, big, big inning for the Orioles right here. 0-2 pitch to Duran. Check swing. Did he go? Umpire says yes! Third base umpire says yes, he did go, and that's the second out of the inning. Duran is not happy with the call. He doesn't think he went. He looked like he tried to check it. I'm not going to tell from that angle. The ball was way up high. I can't tell from that angle if he went or not. And they won't show the third base angle, but that's the second out for the Orioles. 2 quick outs. That's going to bring Devers to the plate. This is probably one of the best hitter on the team. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike, 0-1. 93 four-seamer from Keegan Aiken, and that's the first strike, 0-1. So far this year, Devers is over. He hasn't gotten a hit. Let's hope that streak continues at least for one more at bat. 0-1 pitch. Pop up behind the plate. It's going to get out of play. So quickly, Rafael Devers is in the hole, 0-2. And again, this is one of these moments where you're Keegan Aiken, nobody on, top of the 7th inning, best hitter at the plate. You've got him in the hole, 0-2. You do not have to throw a strike here. It's just got to be near the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High, ball 1, 1-2. I'm okay with that. Ball in the eyes. Hitters can see that really, really well. Maybe he offers at it. You've still got another pitch to waste here. Just keep it in the zone, close. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back. We're going to do it again. Bullpen, to its credit, the Orioles and the Red Sox, bullpens have done really well in this game. Devers is behind in the count here. Keegan Aiken has the advantage. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-2. Okay, so this is the big pitch right here for the Orioles. They really want to get him. They don't want Bregman to come to the plate. Because if they do, that means Aiken's going to have to come out and Cano's going to have to come in this inning. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back again. So Devers is staying alive. He's got a good at-bat going. Guys, don't forget Melissa's Disney Take My Money video coming tonight. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul back again. But tonight she's going to be at Universal. So be sure to check that out at 6 o'clock. Devers is Boston's best hitter. Even though he's off to a slow start, he is their best hitter. Immense power. He's a 30 home run threat every year. Real good hitter. You got to be careful with him here. 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Got him on a changeup. Strike 3. And that's the inning. And he gets out of it. Keegan Aiken, 1-2-3 inning. Woo! That was a biggie right there, boy. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Orioles still holding on to the lead, 4-3. Wowza, how about that? Excuse me. Love to see that from your pen, right at him, no nibbling. No, I agree, Jeff. You know, go at him. He changed speeds as well, and it worked. And it gets out of the inning. They're going to go into the 8th inning. Devers and Duran and Devers may not get another at bat this game. So that's a big inning for the Orioles right there. Aiken had a big inning right there, and he got through it with nothing, no harm, no fouls, no nothing. You'll probably see Greg Soto come in. Yennier Cano will come in next inning because you've got Bregman, Refsnyder, and Trevor Story, all three of which are right-handed hitters. So Yennier Cano, I'm sure, will be the guy coming out in the 8th. And then I'm sure they'll have Batista for the 9th. If there's still a lead for him. What you really want to see the Orioles come out this inning and put a couple extra runs on the board. All right, so Greg Weissert is in the game for Boston. Greg Weissert. First pitch to Arias inside, ball 1, 1-0. So again, it'll be Arias, Jackson Holliday, and then back to the top of the lineup. 4-3 Orioles holding on to lead, bottom of the 7th inning. 1-0 pitch right there, strike, 1-1. One pitch. Line drive. Base hit down the line. Left field. Left fielder's there. Arias is going to make a turn, but he's going to hold to a single. Nice play by the left fielder to get to that ball quickly. So it's a leadoff single for Ramon Arias. His second hit today, and that's going to bring Jackson Holliday to the plate. What do you do here with Holliday? You're going to ask Holliday to lay one down, try to get him in the scoring position for the top of your lineup? They might do that here. They might. They might say, they might try and say, Jackson, lay one down. Let's see. Here's the pitch. Nope, they didn't. Swing and a miss. Strike right there. 0-1. So Holliday swinging away. Yeah, the Orioles hit into the fewest double plays in Major League Baseball last year. They've already hit into 3 today. They hit into 71 all of last year. 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1. So for Holliday, if nothing else right here, you really, a base hit here would be huge. Again, 21-year-old kid, still learning the game. But this could be a big hit. Let's see. 1-1 pitch. Outside, way outside. Ball 2. 2-1. So now if you're Jackson, you're actually in a good spot here because you have a 2-1 count. You can look for a certain pitch in a certain location. You're ahead in the count here. See if you can drive something right here. 2-1 pitch coming. Outside, ball 3. So now he's definitely in he's in the driver's seat right here, Holliday. He can look for a pitch right here. Three 1 count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's a strike. He took it too. Probably should have been swinging on that one. So it's full count. Full count on Jackson Holliday. But see, the National League doesn't have pitchers hitting anymore. It's DH across the entire league now. Here it is, 3-2 pitch. Check swing, and they call it a strike! Oh my God, strike 3. That's another one that was low and outside, and he calls it a strike 3. It should have been ball 4. Oh my God, this umpire, unbelievable.
It's low.
But again, you can see how, again, when you start low, you can bring the ball up, and I think
that's, oh my gosh. So 1 out. Here's Westberg. This umpire is bad, bad, bad today. I'm sorry. He's consistent, but he's consistently bad. Wow, that's a huge at-bat right there. 0-1 pitch to Westberg. Here it comes. Fly ball, right field, but it's going to be playable for the right fielder. He's got it. Almost lost it in the sun. That's 2 quick outs. Well, Dog Training Plus, that was a bad one for sure. That ball is low. That ball is low by about 3 inches, too. So 2 quick outs. Just when it looked like the Orioles might have something going here. 2 quick outs. That's going to bring Rutschman to the plate. Adley's 1 for 3 today. First pitch, outside, ball 1, 1-0. Just a bad strike zone low in the zone today. He's calling anything low, if it catches the plate, he's calling it a strike. Even though it's low, it's over, so he's calling it a strike today. That's bad. 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. I mean, to Weiser's credit, he was behind in the count on Jackson and got back into the count to even get to that point. He's behind in the count again to Rutschman. See what Rutsch can do here. 2-0 pitch. Fly ball. Right field. Right fielder looks like he's got it. Yep, he's got it. That's your inning. No runs ahead, a man left. No, that was it. Bottom of the 7th is done. We're going to the 8th inning. Yennier Cano's coming into the game. 4-3. The Orioles are holding it right now. They need 6 outs. Can they get them? Going to find out. Whew, man, this game is like stressful. You know, I said it. Guys, I hope you get a chance to go out and check out my 20 bold predictions for the Orioles this year. And I was talking about my saves for Felix Bautista this year, what I thought he was going to do in saves. And part of the reasoning behind it, my logic behind the amount of saves that I thought he was going to get was because I thought the Orioles were going to play a lot of close games. And here we are again. They're playing a close game again today. They played one yesterday, 3-1 yesterday. Here we are, 4-3 today. I think Felix Bautista is going to get a lot of opportunities if the Orioles will allow him to come in, because we're going to play a lot of close games. I really think so. And my heart's not going to be able to take it. Dog training, I agree with you. I think Jackson Holiday gets a lot of calls against him. The Orioles did this yesterday, though. Here they are again. They have 10 hits in this game. They have 10 hits in this game. And they haven't scored since the first inning. They have 4 runs on 10 hits. They had 9 hits yesterday, and they only scored 1 run. Well, he's not going to pitch back-to-back days to start. To start, Jeff. They're going to ease him in. Like, if the Orioles can hold the lead, let's say they get through this inning and they get to the 9th inning, he's coming in today. He didn't pitch yesterday. But, again, we'll see what happens. Yeah, he's definitely not going to pitch back-to-back innings to start the season. I think for the month of April, he's probably not. All right, so Yennier Cano's in the game. Yeah, that's not going to be an all-season thing. When he's ramped up and ready to go, they're gonna unleash him, I'm sure. All right, Bregman, Cano. Here we go. First pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. I've never been a big fan of Yennier Cano. I know he had a really nice season last year. Year before, he was even better. But I don't know. He's very inconsistent to me. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1-1. As good as he's been, I know that when he was previously with his team before the Orioles, it might have even been the Twins, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff. He wasn't very good, so he worries me. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. Jackson backs up, throw to first, and plenty of time. That's the first out. Quick out right there. Kansas City with a 10-1 lead, by the way. 10-1 lead on Milwaukee. My gracious. So Bregman is out. That's going to bring Abreu to the plate. Wilton Abreu, I think his name is going to pinch hit for Refsnyder, which is kind of weird if you ask me. Refsnyder was 2 for 3 in the game. But righty on righty, so they want to bring in the lefty, so you have a righty on lefty. So here's Abreu pinch hitting for Refsnyder. First pitch. Strike. 0-1. It was low, but it caught the zone. Wilyer, is it what? Wilyer Abreu? I'm not sure. 32 likes. Thank you, gang. We have a shot at the 40 mark. We got a shot. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Cano's got it. Throw to first. And that's 2 quick outs. Very nice. Talk about fielding your position. Cano, ground ball right back to him. He was ready for it. Gets it. Throws to first. 2 quick outs. Very nice. And that's going to bring Trevor Story to the plate. You got to be careful. Story's got power. 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch. Here's a strike. Backdoored him, too. 0-1. Good to have everybody in here. Thank you all for joining today. This has been fun so far. Let's hope it ends on the right note, but we'll see. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Guys, we got a total of 35 votes so far. I'm going to end the poll, but not till next inning. Cal Ripken's in the seat, so is his son, Ryan Ripken. 0-2 pitch is getting ready to come down the pipe for Yennier Cano. He is at the belt. He's set. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-2. Yeah, I thought he was with the Twins. That's right. He came over from the Twins. I think it was part of the Jorge Lopez trade, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. Red Sox have struck out 13 times in this game. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1-2-3 inning for Yennier Cano. And the Orioles are holding on to the lead. We're going to head to the bottom of the 8th inning. 4-3 Orioles. The bullpen has come in and done their job. Now the offense needs to put this game away and give us a little bit of breathing room. Let's see if they can do it. O'Neill, Mountcastle, Kerstead coming to the plate for the O's. Bottom of the 8th, 4-3 Birds. Can they hold the lead? All right, so everybody that's in here is 14 of you right here. Let me know where you're from. What city, what state, wherever you want, and who's your team. I can't stop yawning today. All right, let's go around baseball. 10-1 Kansas City over Milwaukee. They're in the top of the 8th inning. Top of the 7th inning, Colorado is clinging to a 1-0 lead over the Phillies. I think Jeff's team. Jeff, is your game over? Yeah, Twins. White Sox beat the Twins 9-0 earlier today. That's it right now. Everybody else starts around 6:40. Northeast Illinois is here. Putnam County, New York is here. Mets fans. Springfield, Virginia for Jeff. In the house. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I love to see where everybody's from. We do this a lot. But it's always nice to see where everybody's from. I'm from Maryland, but I live in North Carolina at the moment. Okay, very nice. Here's David Rubenstein, the Orioles owner, throwing out hats. Wish he'd throw out starting pitchers. All right, Tyler O'Neill is at the plate. He had a double his last time up. He's 3 for 3 today. He's off to a blazing start with the Orioles. Of course, he's facing his former team. So here we go. Slayton's on the mound for them. First pitch, line drive, foul down the third base side. Slayton's now on the mound. Oh, that's an error by the ball girl. She's got to go get that now. Tyler O'Neill is 3 for 3 today with a run scored and an RBI. And he's batting .538 on the season. Okay, so I'm yawning. I'm sorry. All right, so 0-1 count on Tyler O'Neill. Orioles would love to get at least a run or two here to kind of give Batista some leeway. There's a fly ball to right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Tyler O'Neill goes 4 for 4 against Boston, his old team. How about that? And he gets a leadoff single. How about that? It's a lazy fly ball to right field, but it falls in front of the right fielder. See that? Look, Jeff's got friends in North Carolina. Now you got another one, Jeff. Here we go. There goes ground ball to second base. Oh, he throws it away! Third baseman tries to throw it to the second baseman to get the runner. He throws it away. I guess it was a ground ball by Mountcastle to the third baseman. He dove for it, tried to shuffle the ball to second, throws it into right field, and O'Neill goes to third, and Mountcastle goes to second. That's going to be an error on Bregman. I mean, he made a really nice dive play to get to the ball. If he doesn't dive for it, it gets in for a base hit. Yeah, Mountie, it would have been a base hit, but Bregman tried to throw it to second. Instead, he throws it away, and now the Orioles got second and third, nobody out. It was a really nice play by Bregman, but he just didn't make a very good throw. Of course, the second baseman should have come off the bag and just held it. Oh, and Bregman hit his face on the ground, too. He's bleeding from the face, from the nose. Man, he took a header. Wow, he took a real header to the ground and banged his head, his face on the ground, and he's bleeding. He's going to stay in the game. Orioles with a huge opportunity right here. Second and third, nobody out for Heston Kjerstad, who's 0 for 3, and he hasn't looked good all day. But boy, oh boy, could he come through here. If he comes through here, all is forgiven. Now what he's got to do, if you're Kjerstad, big opportunity, but you got to breathe. Slow the game down a little bit and breathe. You don't need a home run here. Just a fly ball. Here you go, first pitch. Outside, ball 1. I'm sure the nerves on Kjerstad are going right now. The blood's boiling and pumping, but he's just got to take a deep breath, calm his nerves, and just have a good at-bat. He's got a 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field. That's going to score 1. They're going to hold Mountcastle, but Kjerstad gets it done and gets the big hit. He goes with the pitch and gets a base hit into left field. The infield is in. That may not be a base hit if they're back, but they are back, and that is a hit for Heston Kjerstad. He gets the job done and extends the Orioles lead to 5-3. Big hit for Heston. Good for him. Nah, that's a base hit no matter what. That's a base hit no matter what. Even if the infield's back, that's a base hit. Great piece of hitting for Kjerstad there. All right, that's going to bring Dylan Carlson to the plate. With first and third, still nobody out. So that's going to be it from for Kjerstad. Jorge Mateo is going to pinch run for him at first. You'll probably see Mateo take off. Yeah, that was a big hit, DTP. If you're the Orioles, if I'm the Orioles, Mateo's going. I'm not even waiting. Ball 1. If I'm the Orioles, I'm not even waiting. Mateo, go. He's got to go. Just go. And that's why baseball is such a great game. Kerstead turns his day around with one. It's true. If I'm the Orioles, you got Mateo in the game. He's got to go. Take the double play. If they throw him out there, if they're not going to throw through, because then that's going to bring, Mountie can easily try and take home. I think Mateo's got to go. All right, I guess the pitch thing in the ear is not working for Slayton. I agree. DTP, Dog Training Plus. Dog Training Plus, if you don't mind telling me your first name, I'd love to know it just in case so I can try and remember it. 32 of you in here. 32 likes, 14 of you in here. Thanks, everybody. Outside, ball 2-0. They still have not sent Mateo. I don't know what they're waiting on. So 2-0 count to Carlson right here. Counts in his favor. Here's the pitch. Outside, there goes Mateo, and he's going to steal the base. And that's ball 3. 3-0. Mateo gets the steal. And now the Orioles have second and third. They're going to walk Carlson at this point. I don't see how they're going to pitch to him. But I guess they are. They're going to pitch to him. Yes, O'Neill's 4 for 4. So Mateo gets the steal. Second and third, nobody out. Carlson's got a 3-0 count here. I think he's got to take a pitch. And he walks him on 4 pitches. And just like that, the bases are loaded for the Orioles with Cedric Mullins coming to the plate. And if I'm the Red Sox, yep, here he comes. Here comes Alex Cora. He's going to take that's it for this pitcher. He's coming out of the game. They're going to go get a lefty. Slayton's done. That's it. Slayton's done for the day. Nice. So bases loaded. Nobody out for the Orioles. This is it. I mean, this is their opportunity to put this game away. They could put a real big number up on the board. All right, while they're at commercial, I'm going to the bathroom again. Here we go, gang. Orioles, bases loaded, nobody out. Cedric Mullins stepping to the plate with a chance to really put this game out of reach for the O's right here. Welcome into everybody that's here. Orioles trying to send the fans home. And we picked up a subscriber. Thank you, everybody. That's very nice. Cooper Criswell's in the game. He's a righty, though. Mullins is set. First pitch is high. Ball 1. So, righty on lefty. Cooper Criswell's in the game. He's a righty. He's facing the left-hander, Cedric Mullins. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Infield in for the Red Sox. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball off the pitcher's leg into center field for a base hit. That's going to score 2 runs. Throw to the plate. He's going to be not in time. And that's going to score the run. Mateo barely made it, though. That was closer than it should have been. Mountie scores. Mateo scores. And just like that, it's now 7-3 Orioles. How about that? My gracious. Holy macaroni, what happened there? Mateo actually almost was thrown out at the plate. He went back. He turned around. He actually kind of nonchalanted it and just beat it to the plate. I don't know what that was all about. So first and second, still nobody out. That's going to bring Arias to the plate. First pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. I don't know what Arias was thinking. He almost got thrown out at the plate. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw to second for one, back to first. In time! They got the double play on Arias. That was slow developing. That was a really slow developing double play. I thought for sure Arias was going to beat that out. They got Mullins at second pretty easily. I mean, this was really slow. Oh, he's safe at first. Okay, that's why. He's safe at first. Yes. Yeah, he's safe at first. They're gonna take a look at that. He's most definitely safe. Absolutely. Arias is safe. Yes, safe at first. Clear, and it's clear too. That's definitely clear. Yep, the Orioles are going to challenge. That's what the challenge means. If they go like this, that means they're not challenging. Just go ahead, keep going, but they're challenging. Yeah, Arias is safe. Yeah, I hope Carlos is watching too. Oh, excuse me. He's definitely out at second. He's on the bag. Yeah, foot down. Yeah, he's safe.
It's Carlson at third and 2 outs.
No, Arias is safe. He's definitely safe. 7-3 Orioles. Bottom of the 8th inning. They got the extra runs they needed to get this inning. The runner is safe. What?
Oh, this is good theater.
First base is safe.
Okay.
Chris, you know how to play a crowd. Get that.
And a little bit of a smile from him and a smile from
Okay, all right. The runner at second, they said, is out. But yes, the runner at first is safe. That was funny. Okay. I was going to say, he was definitely safe at first. So yes, first and third for the Orioles. Only one out. I thought they were calling the runner at first out. No. The runner at second is out, but the runner at first is safe. So Orioles first and third, only one out. Here's Jackson Holliday. Would love to see him get a big hit. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Base hit into left field for Jackson Holliday. And he gets the job done as well. And that's an RBI for him. 8-3 Orioles. Very good. Very happy for Jackson Holliday. First pitch goes with the pitch and just lines it into left field. Good piece of hitting. Very nice. Jackson just goes with the pitch, inside outs it, and just drives it into left field. Base hit. Back at the top of the lineup for Jordan Westburg. Very nice for Jackson Holliday. 8-3 Orioles. Wow. 4 runs in the first and 4 runs in the 8th so far. First pitch to Westburg. Ground ball. Second baseman tags the bag. Wow, that was an interesting play. So it was a ground ball through the legs of the pitcher. Second baseman charges, catches it, but he overran the bag. He had to go back and tag the bag, but he couldn't turn the double play. So 2 down, first and third still. So Jackson Holliday's out at second. But Westberg reaches it first. So here comes Adley Rutschman, who's 1 for 4 on the game. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Oh, excuse me. 8-3 Birds. Oh, throw over to first. Jordan Westberg is back. $32 likes, gang. Our goal was 40. Doesn't look as if we're going to make our goal. But we got close. 32 is great. Hit that like button if you haven't already. 1-0 pitch. Ball low, outside. Ball 2. 2-0. Big day for the bottom of the lineup for the Orioles. 2 for 4 for Arias, Mullins, and Holiday with 5 RBIs. Swing and a foul. 2-1. So they went 6 for 12 with 5 RBIs at the bottom of the lineup with only 2 strikeouts. So the 7, 8, 9 hitters today for the Orioles had a really productive day. 2-1 count on Rutschman. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive caught by the second baseman, and that's the inning, folks. But the Orioles get it done. They get the add-on runs they needed, and now they are up 8-3. And it looks like Bautista's coming into the game anyway. I guess the Orioles want to get him some work in. So Felix Bautista is going to come into the game in the top of the 9th inning with an 8-3 lead for the Orioles. Don't forget, folks, our next broadcast is going to be Wednesday, April 2nd, 6:30 p.m. against these Red Sox again. It'll be Garrett Crochet on the mound for the Red Sox, and for the Orioles, I think it's going to be Zach Eflin. So be sure to join us at 6:30, right around 6:30 on Wednesday night. No game tomorrow. Orioles and Red Sox are off, but we'll be back Wednesday night with our Wednesday game of the week. So join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. You guys have done great today with the likes, picking up a subscriber, even picking up one. One's better than none. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for that. It's been really nice. I enjoyed it. We had a really big showing on our first game last Thursday, or last Friday. We had like 35 of you in here. That was awesome. And it's been really good today too. So I appreciate it very much. And actually, today's game was kind of a last-minute thing. I just put the stream up at the very last minute, hoping some folks would come in. You guys came in and supported. I appreciate it. Well, Jeff, I agree with you because now I'm with you. I understand what you're saying there. Because here's the thing, though. You bring him in. He hasn't pitched in a couple days, right? He pitches today. You're off tomorrow. So he'll have a day off tomorrow. It wouldn't be back-to-back if you needed him Wednesday. Right? Because he pitches today, unless he throws like 30 pitches or something like that, he's not going to pitch tomorrow because they have an off day tomorrow. You can bring him back Wednesday. If his pitch count is, manageable today. If he throws 10 to 15 pitches in this outing today, he'll have tomorrow off. You can bring him back Wednesday if you have to. So, we'll see. And I think that's why they brought him in. They want to get him some work in. Non-pressure situation at this point. First pitch. High, ball 1, 1-0, 97. Kristen Campbell, Gonzalez, Wong, Raffaella. 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Red Sox. Really want to get them here, though. 8-3 is still manageable for them. 1-0 pitch. Swinging in a fly ball to right field. Looks like it's going to get out of play. Again, all you need is a couple guys on. turn the lineup over, and just like that, the Red Sox can get right back in the game. So, you got your 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters right here. You don't want to turn the lineup back over if you're Bautista. 1-1 pitch. Ball in the dirt, 2-1. Not even close. So a 2-1 count on Campbell right here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike, 2-2. 97. So a 2-2 count on Campbell here. In the ninth, Orioles with the 8-3 lead. 2-2 pitch coming. Slider. Got him. Oh, he calls it a ball. He's called that a strike all day. Holy cow. A ball low. It even catches the zone. It's in the box. And the ump called it a ball. Come on. This ump is unbelievable today. So now the count runs full. 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And he walks him. This umpire has been bad today.
Remember, there was a time after that UCL injury in August.
That's bad. Bad umpiring right there. So that's going to bring Gonzalez to the plate, and just what the Red Sox want, they get. They get the leadoff man on here in the ninth inning. Here's the pitch. Way up outside, back. Jeez, holy cow, almost hit him in the head, goes all the way to the backstop, comes all the way back to the pitcher, and now Campbell's at second, just like that. Goodness gracious. Talk about going off the rails. Bautista's behind in the count, 1-0, and already now there's a man on second. Next pitch. Fly ball, left field hit really well. The left fielder's not going to get there. O'Neill's not going to get there. That's going to score the run. Now it's 8-4, and they have a man on second with nobody out. And just like that, the Red Sox are still in this game. Number 6 hitter walks, although he shouldn't have because the umpire missed the call. And then you get a double by the number 7 hitter. O'Neill's not going to get there. So nobody out, a run in, a man on second for Colton Wong, and we're getting closer and closer to turning the lineup over. Here's the first pitch. Line drive. Shortstop's got it. Throw to first. Oh, nice pick by Mounty right there. It was a short hop by Jackson Holiday. It was a line drive short hop to Holiday. He gets it. Throws to first. He shortstop Mounty, but he gets the out. Woo! And that ball was hit hard too. 1 down. That could have been trouble. Mountcastle doesn't come up with that ball. My goodness. So 1 down. That's going to bring Rafaela to the plate. The lineup is going to turn over. They are going to get back to the top of the lineup. Jaron Duran. Oh, Tristan Casas is coming in the game. So Rafael is not going to hit. They're going to bring in Tristan Casas. And ultimately, this lineup is going to turn around. First pitch to him. High, ball 1. And Jeff, that's the thing though with me. I don't think there should be a different mindset. Your job is to get 3 outs. I don't care if you're up 1 or if you're up 5. Your job is to get 3 outs. You should think there's a save on the line no matter what. Period. I never understand that. 1-0 pitch. That was 98, and that's a strike. Swinging and a foul back. 1-1. I get what you're saying, and you're right. You're right. It is a different mindset for these guys, but I don't feel it should be. I don't care. You're in the game to get 3 outs. I don't care what the score is. Get your 3 outs. 1-1 pitch. Nice slide. Splitter right there. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2. I totally agree with you. He has a different mindset when you have a 4-run lead compared to a 1-run lead. But to me, it shouldn't be. Your mindset should be the same. The game's on the line. We need 3 outs. Go get them. Got to get this guy here, though. You can't. Got a 1-2 count. Here we go. 1-2 pitch. Ball inside and in the dirt. 2-2. You know, we saw this not last year, but I think it was the year before. It might have even been last year. We saw the Houston Astros game where Bautista came in late in the game in Baltimore against Houston, had a 5-run lead and blew it and gave up a grand slam to Kyle Tucker. 2-2 pitch. There's a swing and a foul. We're going to do it again. Yeah, see, the games are never over in baseball. It's the beauty of the game. You know, you're in it until your last out, period. And fans are on edge. They know it. If this guy reaches, then you've got their best part of their lineup coming up with men on base. But you got to get him. 2-2 pitch. Nope, he held it. Ball 3. And just like that, he's run the count full. Oh, I may have to turn this off on you guys. Now, Bautista is going to be... The next 2 guys are lefties, too. 3-2 pitch. Line drive, the first baseman. He's got it. Throws to Bautista. It was a 1-hopper. Mounties got it. Throws to Bautista. He tags the bag. That is the 2nd out. Now, the runner moves up to 3rd, but there are now 2 down in the inning, and that's going to bring Jarren Duran to the plate. So the Red Sox did what they had to do, though. The 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters did what they had to do. They got the lineup turned over. They got back to the top of the lineup. So their best hitters are going to have their opportunity. It's going to start with Jarren Duran. He's 1 for 4 in the game, but he's their left fielder. He's their leadoff hitter. And he's a lefty. It's a lefty on righty. 2 outs. All right, Bautista's at the belt. Here we go. First pitch. That's a strike. Oh, and he calls it a ball. Oh, my God, this umpire's killing me. It might have been maybe a little bit high. Oh, my gosh. Man, this umpire is really keeping the Red Sox in this game. So 1-0 count to Duran. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left field. Down for a base hit. And that's going to score another run. It's now 8-5 Orioles. And Bautista has a frustrated look on his face. 8-5 Baltimore now with 2 down. And that's going to bring Rafael Devers to the plate. Right? Because you're not going to pinch hit. There's no way. Yeah, I was going to say, there's Devers. So Rafael Devers comes to the plate. Now, you still have a 3-run lead. So even if Devers gets hold of one and hits one out, you still have a lead. But Bregman's on deck. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1. I said this in the beginning of the game. I felt like I didn't feel right with this game. Obviously, the 4 runs in the 8th inning felt a little bit better, but Jose Bautista is blowing this game, man. 1-0 pitch. Ball high, ball 2. He's not even close right now. Uncontested steal for Duran. So now Duran's in scoring position. So you don't have a you don't have at this point a force out at second because now Duran steals the base. So 2-0 count to Devers. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Three and 0 count, just like that. And that's going to bring the tying run to the plate if Devers gets on. Strike, yeah. You've been calling that a strike all day. Bautista is, I got a bad feeling about this, guys. I don't know why. I hate to say it, but you Red Sox fans are probably feeling good right about now. I would. 3-1 pitch is on its way. Here it comes. Swing and a foul. 3-2. So he gets the count full. If I'm Devers, I'm looking splitter here. He's probably going to throw a splitter. Yeah, very, very nerve-wracking ninth inning. It's never easy. It doesn't seem like for the O's. 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. And he walks him. Ball 4. Ball 4.
And it's Alex Bregman.
Yep, Alex Bregman. The free agent hitter that they picked up, really good hitter, is going to step to the plate with a chance to tie the game with one swing. Unbelievable. And the worst part about it is you had the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Bautista, and he's just totally just blown it. And if you're Bregman, if you're Alex Bregman, your whole point of your at bat for Bregman right here is to just keep the carousel going. That's it. Just don't make it out. That's it. He doesn't have to even hit a home run. His job right here is to just continue the inning. Obviously, if he can get into one, they're going to love it. But and he is definitely capable of it. Alex Bregman is a 30 home run threat every year. So here we go. 2 men on, tying run at the plate. 9th inning, 8-5 Oriole lead. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. If the Orioles blow this, it's a devastating loss because you had this game. 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Looks like it's going to be playable for the third baseman. And he is there. Thank goodness. So Bautista gets out of it. He does get the last out. He gets Bregman to pop it up. It was a ball center cut. Bregman just missed it. And the Orioles get the win, folks. Woo! Man, they tried to blow it. My gracious. What in the world is going on with the Birds? So there you have it. Final score. Orioles get the win. There it is. 8-5 for the Orioles. 8 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. 5 run, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Red Sox. The O's get the win. I think Povich gets the win. No, he can't get the win because he didn't pitch 5 innings. I think the win's going to go to Bauman. But the Orioles get the win, and they improve to 3-2 on the year. Big win for the Orioles, guys. Don't forget, our next broadcast is going to be April 2nd. Orioles, Red Sox right back here. Hopefully the Orioles can get a win on that one and make it less stressful. But again, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the new subscribers. Appreciate all of you. Hope you all enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed bringing it to you. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Again, final score, Orioles 8, Red Sox 5. We'll see you guys soon. And until next time, keep rooting for the O's and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye, gang. Have a great night.